Hello, everybody. Welcome to the four of us here.
Is
I'm
to
Saber.
do?
Uh, hmm?
Nothing. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm lost. That's okay. If you guys would like to introduce yourself for those who at home who may or may not know you guys.
Go ahead, Zeal. Take it away.
Um, I'm Zeal, the best sisters player on this call from
Okay,
Portugal,
okay, buddy. Okay.
and probably one of the dumbest people on TTS chat.
You can have a little bit more self-respect than that, I think.
Hello, I'm Poppy, the diversity hire here. I'm a flamer enthusiast. I'm also an artist. You can find me almost anywhere with LOV3 underscore Poppy. But yeah, no, I do art. I play sisters. I play more flamers than I should, and I lose for it.
Hey, you know what? You gotta commit to the bit sometimes. Okay, so today.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry. Go
No, go ahead. Got this. You got this. Go, 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 go.
Okay. So today we are going to be doing the fan judging. We compiled a few data sheets from um, the TTS Discord from some people who were interested in making some data sheets, as well as some of us who were able to provide a little bit of artwork. Today we're going to judge the lore, balance, and fun of each of these units, as well as a small scoring for any attempted art. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next slide. Poppy, if you would like to choose who you would like to rate first.
Okay, so I see that we have about 11 people here. A couple of honorable mentions. We're going to save those for the last. I haven't seen a single one of these data sheets, so I'm a little excited. Of course, I think we should start with Storm, mostly because they're just what we immediately have coming up next, and I don't want to spoil anything with like a glimpse. No
Okay,
clips.
okay. So, we have the image that Storm drew for us. So, what do you think, based off of this image, the data sheet is going to kind of look like, Poppy?
A sister with a jump pack and a lance with what looks like a shoulder armor. Okay, so this is probably going to be like a Celestian Seraphim unit, if I'm going to be honest, that has like the lance keyword. Maybe those are Melta lances because we know that Custodes have those, and I mean that's the only reason I could see a sister with a lance. I can really just imagine just this is probably just going to be an elite version of our flying sisters on jump packs, and maybe a character at that, but I don't see them being more than a Celestian.
All right, sounds good. Zeal, do you? Oh wait, no, you know what these look like, Zeal. I can't
I
ask
know.
you.
Yeah, I know them.
Alrighty. So the data sheet, we're looking at the Vindicarim squad. So that's a pretty good name. I think it's nice and Latiny. Um, Standard Seraphim Zephyrim defensive profile, 12-inch move, T3, 3 at 5 up, 1 wound. OC1, so standard. I'm looking at
Uh-huh.
160 points for 10, which is identical to the other jump units, which is pretty
Yep.
cool. Let's see, what interesting things do we have here? So it looks like we have a plasma pistol on the superior, and then we have a special lance on the superior as well.
The Blessed Lance, yeah. It's a precision unit too, so this is a very fast assassin unit at that.
I do
What's
actually
really
like
fun
that a
about
lot.
this unit is actually their ability.
So okay, let's see that. Enemy phase with this unit and set up on the battlefield using Deep Strike ability. It can be set up anywhere in the battlefield that's more than 6 inches away from all enemy units that destroyed one or more Sororitas units, and more than 9 inches away from all other enemy units. Okay, so it's almost like Retributors to that end.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like a combo of Retributor's ability with the Death and Death Shroud Terminator's one.
Mm.
okay, that's actually pretty cool, I think. Let's see. So,
Also, it's really funny because Storm did this in like 20 minutes.
you cut out there for a second.
Just saying, like how fast Storm drew this up. It took like 20 minutes to do everything
That's pretty
after
good.
we announced it.
Storm was very enthused, and that, you know what? That's what we're all here for. We're all here for being enthused. Um, so we're looking at 2 attacks a base at 622, 3 up lance precision. So it's wounding most characters on 2s.
It's wounding most characters on 2s, so it's a good assassin unit. It's wounding vehicles, like almost every vehicle except like a land raider on 4s, which is also pretty good.
That is pretty
Even
good.
the Melta is wounding them on 4s. Maybe a never a 5, so that's pretty good.
So if we're looking
Because of
at,
the lance keyword.
yes, the lance
Because of
does
the
help
lance
a
keyword.
lot with there. And with 6-inch deep strike and miracle dice, they should be able to pull it off. You can also bring in a canoness with jump pack to pay for something. So if we look this in the detachments, AP from Army of Faith might be really good for them.
Hmm.
Strength could honestly be good if you're fighting into like Terminators. Um,
You can give them lethal and sustained too, or lethal or sustained in Champions of Faith.
that's also true. I think sustained would do them very, very good.
Oh yeah.
AP2, so it hits that invuln for characters. So yeah, I think on average they just delete any standard character. Looking at 8 attacks on 3s with lance precision. So 8 attacks on 3s. That's
Yeah.
what, 6 hits on average, 5 or 6 hits.
Uh,
Let's see. If we're assuming
probably.
like a unit of 10, we have about 9 of those, 18 hitting on 3s. Yeah. You're looking at maybe 12 hits actually hitting on 3s, and
True
then
with a full squad.
the wounds.
Wounds on 2s, so you pick up 10 out of those 12. And then AP2, half of them go through from the 4-up invuln. So yeah, you do 10 damage on average with a squad of 10 into a character, which will very obviously bleed over into the rest of the unit. So realistically, you could delete probably a pretty elite squad. So they're pretty good elite duelists, I would say.
Yep.
Um,
I also think they work really well on Army of Fate, mainly because you can pick them up.
Uppy downy, true. You can start them on the board and then wait for
There's no
That's right.
restriction to charge after the 6 inches on this unit.
Very true.
So you can 6-inch, charge, kill something, and pick them up after.
This also has the benefit that because it can be deployed within 6 inches of enemy units, and especially in Army of Faith, that it's a lot easier for you to deep strike this in and then give that 3-inch aura to other surrounding units as well. So there's
Oh,
that
that's true.
also bit of durability there because it just can be closer.
That's also true. That's like actually a really good way to get any of the aura buffs. Because for 80 points,
Hmm.
it's the same as Seraphim, so you don't feel the points like feels bad from like not taking like Seraphim because they would be quote unquote cheaper. So like yeah, that actually
Hmm.
I do vibe with that a lot. All right, so we're looking at balance, lore, fun. So for balance, what are we thinking out of 5?
I don't
Uh,
like the data sheet is not like that overwhelming. The points cost is. It should be a bit higher in my opinion.
I would agree for 622 lance precision on most of the units. It reads almost like it should be costed closer to Repentia, except
mhm.
these ladies are a bit more consistent on getting in the charge.
They can make saves. That's the big difference here. They can
True.
also make saves.
Do you
They're
ever
super
run this with
fast.
Celestine?
Oh wait, yeah, they can be led by
Mhm.
Celestine. Hold on,
They can be led by Celestine.
that's
I
actually
don't know if you. I mean, actually, I guess getting
Giving
Celestine within a
Celia like a
6-inch
6-inch deep strike.
that would let her be really annoying more consistently.
But like, do you want to put her on this unit then? I feel like if the goal is to have Saint Celestine be annoying, Seraphim is still a best choice because of the move blocking potential.
That is also
That's
true.
fair.
And then the JPC likes Zephyr more for lethal sustained because the Canoness is the lethal package with them. But 6-inch
Correct. Yeah.
deep
If you
strike
could,
is also pretty nice.
I'm not
that's the
sure.
thing. 6-inch deep strike is really good. I think for balance, I'm gonna have to give this one at least a 4. I think the data sheet itself is very believable. It's just that the points are a little bit too low, especially since you have to consider that we have the miracle dice tax as well, and you
Yeah.
do have a weapon here that has D6 damage as one of the damage it can do. So realistically, it's not going to be 160 points as long as Zephyrim are 160 points. I'm
True.
saying maybe somewhere closer to 190, maybe
I'd almost say 200 points for the
almost
squad.
200. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were right, they did
like
have
having.
a Melta-tip lance.
Mhm.
There's also
I
something
mean,
to consider, like in gameplay wise. They will never get 6 inches on the opponent's deployment zone because those
Oh
units won't
no.
be killing anything.
that's true.
So they always come up the front, like in the middle of the board, if
Yeah,
they
That
want
which
the
is a
is
good
six
cool
inch.
because
assumption.
it means that Seraphim still have the role of being the unit that goes into the back lines, clears the home objective, and then takes it. I
Yeah,
don't know if
okay,
you
so
guys
yeah,
ever been on
that's
the
actually good. It
receiving
doesn't
end of
step
a
on the toes of other units that much.
yeah.
I think I'll go with a 4 for balance as well, purely
I
because
can,
it's the only thing I can really see wrong with it is its points cost.
yeah, I think I can give it a 4 as well.
Same
Alrighty,
here.
lore. So, how do we think this meshes into the existing Sororitas lore for jump packs and units in general?
I'm not sure.
Go
Do
on,
you?
Zeal.
Oh, sure. The person that knows the least about Sisters lore.
Well, that makes it more interesting.
I was going to
Yeah,
ask, is there any on any of the books? Is there any elite flying infantry that Sisters have?
they are the elite.
Yeah,
Seraph,
Seraphim are
Seraphim
technically
already
Celestians.
are elite. Okay.
Um, if I recall correctly, oftentimes the Seraphim Superior, or like one of them, is oftentimes actually older and more wise than the like leading canoness
Mhm.
of the particular commanderies.
Yeah, I believe the
Um,
order is Novitiate, Battle Sister, Sister Superior, Seraphim, and then Zephyrim. I believe that's the order of like ascension.
Maybe I know that some of the Zephyrim are in a constant state of like rapture, and they are like they speak in tongues because they've been like touched by the Emperor, by his light,
Mm.
I should say.
So I think on a lore standpoint, I mean, if you look at it, it makes sense that it could work, right? You have the plasma pistol, it doesn't make sense, because sisters. But it is a sister superior, so you know, yeah, it's a staple.
Yep,
But most importantly, their lances, there's a Melta lance, you know, and that's pretty cool because there are a bunch of like Melta words out there and weapons that we just don't have in Sisters for some reason. So it is cool to see a unit that is using those tools that we know exist in the lore. As for the Vindicarum existing, I could see it. It's probably going to be an Ebon Chalice unit, though, if we're
it
being
does feel
completely
like an
serious.
Ebon Chalice type of unit because they are super into
They're the
Celestians.
elites. They're from Terra. They are the most absolute holy. And I look at this drawing and I see a Celestian, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I think the guard on the chest plate and then also the special helmet. I think that really adds into the Celestian idea.
exactly. Yeah. And I mean, not only that, but they also have like the special, like the Melta weapon. So they clearly have advanced, like, he clearly has access to like some of the best arsenals that we have, which can be found on Terra. So it just really seems like an Ebon Chalice unit to me, which is always good to see because we have enough of our Martyred Lady.
True, it would be nice to see more Ebon Chalice. I'm gonna give it a 4 for lore. I think.
Uh, I'm going to give it a 3 to be honest.
I'm also going to give it a 3. I think it's good. I just don't know if I feel like as a niche, Seraphim and Zephyrim already fill this like the role for lore
Mm,
what we need. And while it is cool to see a specific Ebon Chalice unit, um, I would like to I don't know, I just feel like Zephyrim are the melee squad that flies down and it feels really weird to have a repetitive like that.
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe if
that's fair.
Zephyrim got a little bit of a rework to actually hit as hard as they should, um,
Exactly.
this data sheet wouldn't feel as like
Mhm.
I don't want to say necessary, but this data sheet feels more like what Zephyrim should feel like.
If you gave every Zephyrim Lance, they'd be played so much more often. If you gave all of their power weapons Lance, they would be so much better at their job. The only problem here is that Zephyrim are already elite. So now you have the Celestian Zephyrim here that are like elite, and it's just like, doesn't rub off well.
Yeah, I can see it.
True, true. I think I'll stick with 4 because I said 4, just to be nice, and
Just be nice,
consistent.
of course.
Um, all right, let's move
Yeah,
And
on
then
to
fun.
fun.
fun. I think
Uh,
for me it will be a 5. I think I would love these guys.
I would also have to place it at a
Especially at
5. I love the
160
lore.
points.
I'm
Yeah, at
someone that runs
160.
15 Zephyrim on my Bringers of Flame lists,
Yup.
See,
so
I can
more
already see
jump
the
back
chain.
units.
Exactly, yeah, and you can already see the chain. You throw the Arcoflagellants at a character unit, they die, and then you throw these guys at the character unit, and then that character is dead, and then whatever vehicle comes up to kill these guys, and you have Retributors coming up. And so I kind of like that, because Sister's already known for their their chain gameplay of Castigator, of Immolator into Castigator and Exorcist. So I don't know, this kind of matches that vibe.
I'm not
Another
sure
thing.
if you guys want to take it in consideration, but about the new detachments,
Oh yeah, the new detachments.
because we got the jump back one.
I honestly though,
Hmm.
I think they do amazing in Hallowed Martyrs where you can taunt and force something to die.
Very
Also, it's
true,
very
yeah.
easy to use this unit for the Exorcist stratagem.
That's true, because
For
6-inch
+1
deep
to hit.
strikes drop them all right there. Now they're seen, and your Exorcist gets +1 to hit, so it's hitting on twos.
That's true, and
Uh,
depending on
yeah,
how they do indirect, because I know they were messing around with indirect, we might see it hit better, depending on what really they have. Because they said more respectable for hitting when like you're spotting, which I don't
Exactly.
know what the fuck that means. Um,
Anything's more respectable than just hitting on sixes, if we're being honest. So, uh, but I am looking forward to it. I mean, there's still two more stratagems we haven't seen, and the stratagem that we have seen is just like super cool. Like it's cool. Like it has to use so many different units to make it happen. The effect is honestly worth it because the Exorcist hitting on twos is kind of wild.
that
And
would be
I
so
don't know.
funny.
I am looking forward to seeing how the keyword for indirect fire goes off. I don't know what faction they're going to reveal it with because we've already talked about guard.
True, they would be
But and knights are
the
next.
knights. Honestly, you might see it with Chaos Knights because Chaos Knights can take indirect like on everything. But that's a little bit off
That's
topic.
true.
I think I'm a huge jump pack fan. I love my jump packs, so I think I'm gonna have to give it a 5 for fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I am only going to give it a 4 because the Sister Superior doesn't have the option to take a hand flamer.
Oh, or an Inferno
Unfortunate.
pistol.
Or an Inferno pistol. It has to take a plasma pistol. I don't like plasma. I never take plasma in any of my lists. It's gonna kill the fun for me.
Yeah, but it follows
by
on
the way,
track with the other jump pack
It
superiors who
does.
only
It
have
does.
access to plasma.
just a sidetrack. Primal is keeping the score on chat.
Heck
What?
yeah.
Primal is keeping the score on the server.
Oh,
Just saw him post it.
thank you, Primal. Um,
And then the final one is the arts.
Alrighty, so this is out of 3. Um,
To be honest, I never expected Storm to draw something like this.
yeah, I was actually thoroughly impressed when I saw this in my DMs. I was like, holy. Um, hmm.
I'm gonna give it a 3 only because immediately as I looked at it, I knew immediately what everything was going to be
Yeah,
on the data
that's
sheet.
I would
So
agree.
that's a good sign.
It's a good representation of what the unit is, and it also it actually turned out very well. Like we know this is a jump pack unit. We know that they've got lances, and we know that it's a
Mhm.
Celestian.
And I mean, as long as the art is telling you what you're getting, I mean, I think that's the best thing you can get for the art.
Yeah, 100%. It's actually
I'm
that's a
probably also going to give it a 3.
yeah,
I was very impressed with this one.
that's a very very strong scoring out the gate already. Alrighty, let's move on to back to the
Good job,
title slide.
Storm.
Is it happy? There we go. All right, who are we rating next?
That's for Zeal to decide.
Who do you want to rate next, Seal?
Well, I want to do Zil. Ziotic, sorry.
Ziotic? Alrighty.
Yeah,
So I do not believe we have an image for Ziotic, so we just have
no.
a datasheet. So we're looking at some heavy Battle Sister squad. T4, 2 wounds, 3 up, 5 up, 5-inch move, 2 OC. Let's see, what are some interesting abilities they've got? They've got the
So from
Cherub,
the 5 up, we
classic.
already know that they're supposed to be Celestians because that's just a Celestian thing that we know now. or a superior. They're meant to be elites because they have a 5 up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Each time anyone likes your range attack against a close enemy unit, +1 to wound. Do they have access? They do have access to multi-meltas. We'll have to look at the specifics of warrior option because there is a lot of text there. If a character model is within 6 of this unit, each time model's unit makes a range attack, reroll hits of 1. So they want to be led or near something that leads. Let's see. They've got access to bolt pistols, standard heavy bolt rifles. Okay, so that is the standard Space Marine. Actually, they might be. That's 5.12. I think are the heavy bolt rifles for Space Marines at 5.12?
I just want to see how like yeah, no, the heavy bolt rifle is 5.12. It's
Yeah.
literally just a heavy bolter, but has assault and has 2 shots.
Okay, and loses out on sustained. Gotcha.
Correct. Yeah.
So we got the standard heavy bolter. We've got a multi-melta. We've got an Inferno pistol. Love to see it. Hand flamer. Excuse me.
We love our flamers.
Plasma pistol. Artificer crafted storm bolter. Melt-a-gun. Hand or normal flamer. The heavy flamer, and then the condemner bolt gun. And then you have, interestingly, their melee is actually significantly better. One of the first things I'm noticing is 3 attacks on 4s at 301 instead of 1 attack on 4s. And
Oh
then
my
you have the
god.
hollow chainsword. It hits slightly better.
Good close combat melee and sisters.
Yeah,
Who could have seen it?
actually, that slap them in champions to push them
So
to 411.
the idea behind this datasheet, it's a Gravis profile, right? From Space Marines.
I believe
He
so.
took a
kind of.
Navy intercessor squad, basically.
Yeah, it is basically heavy intercessors from that end. Oh, hello Storm. Welcome to the chat. We already have
Oh,
rated your unit, so I'm sorry if you missed it, but the VOD will be available for you to view as well. You actually did fairly good. You set a pretty high bar for the rest of the units. So let's look into the text for what this unit can bring. Okay,
So
so
it looks like you can't multi-stack. It looks like every model can't bring the same weapon because for every 5 model, 1 heavy bolt gun can be replaced with 1 heavy
Yeah.
bolter. And then this is the same for multi-melta, artificer crafted storm belter, melta, flamer, heavy flamer, and condemner bolt gun. So you can't have multiple of the same gun.
Yeah, I think the idea behind it was like try and force the only Trinity, right? So you
Yeah, that looks
are
like it.
forced to have each one of the weapons.
well, I think based off the way the superior is written, the superior can just take any of them, and it doesn't limit it to
That's
max of
true.
Oh
1.
yeah, I didn't
So you
notice
could
that.
have 2 multi-meltas
And then
in this
yeah,
squad.
not even that, you could have 3 because it's a 10-man unit and it's for every 5 models. One of them
True.
can have it switched with the multi-melta.
Yeah.
So you have 3 multi-meltas, 2 normal meltas, and then you probably take, what, 2 heavy flamers and the rest of it as, like, heavy bolt rifles?
Yeah.
Heavy bolt rifle seems like the thing to do. Yeah.
And then
I
give
mean,
them...
and Malta.
Sorry, good.
Yeah. Oh, notably, the multi-meltas have assault.
Oh,
They do! Not everything. Only the multi-meltas do. So they actually, multi-meltas fit really, really
Multi-meltas
well.
and heavy bolters and heavy bolt rifles.
So
yes.
honestly, maybe you don't take the heavy flamer because it doesn't have assault, and you...
No, you just take whatever has assault and then just go with that, right?
Yeah, and I think at that point you bring like a Dialogus with them, so that way you can have an auto 6. Because with 6 shots of Melta, you're probably gonna get something through at some point.
They do have a cherub. They do have a cherub, so the Dialogus isn't bad here. That is a lot of special and heavy weapons. You're very right, Primal. So should we maybe rate it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and rate for balance. So, 140 points for essentially more durable retributors with baked-in assault.
There's some weird things about the datasheet because they are statted like having a Gravis armor without the Gravis keyword.
Mhm.
So you could take like all 6 of them on a Rhino without taking up too much space. All 10, I mean.
True, yeah,
We can
they
also
don't take up
assume you
space.
can split them up with emulators, right?
Well, recently the
Notably, they are a
Celestian and
battle
Sidians
system
have it.
squad.
Oh,
No,
they
they're
are.
a
Yeah,
battle switcher squad in their keyword.
they
Yeah.
do have Battlestar Squad. You're right. They can be split. Oh, that is actually really good.
They're also battle line, so you can take 6 of these, and they're all
They
OC
get
too.
+1 to it from Champions of Fate.
They also have the Celestian keyword, if that matters for the new detachments.
I didn't even notice the
This is
Celestian one.
Zeotics. This is maybe is that Jane?
This is Zeotic.
Yeah, it's yeah. He goes by
Yeah. So I think
just Z on the server.
if we're going off of balance, I look at this and I'm like, okay, I could see this, and then I look at the points for 140 points, and I'm like, this is way too cheap. This unit
Yeah,
does
because like
too
as
much
Primal
for the
was
points
talking
we're
about,
paying.
yeah, it's 120 points for 5 Retributors. Granted, these don't have +1 to hit and wound and reroll ones to hit and wound. However, they already hit on 3's base and have heavy
Yeah.
still for their multi-meltas. So if they stand still, which they likely won't because they have
They could
assault,
also be led by a hospitaler. That's pretty huge because they're T4, 2 wounds each, 5 up
3 up, 5 up.
invuln. Like, yeah.
Also because of the rerolls, you might also want to do Palatine just for the littles.
With just
I
the
don't know. I
amount of
think I
Because
think Hospitaller is still the best choice because I mean you don't need the Palatine because like I said, the Hospitaller revives models, not wounds, and so every model you revive here is 2 wounds, T4, 5 up invuln,
true, and that makes them
and
way more durable than um,
this makes them
a
almost as
lot of the other
durable as
options.
like probably more durable, like almost as durable as Celestian Sacrosants because they basically have the -1 to wound by being T4.
yeah,
So
They don't do as well against the high punch damage, but like the standard anti-infantry fire, yeah, absolutely. It's essentially a baked-in -1.
hmm and then 2 wounds, so you're now running 20 Celestian Insidiants on top of that. I mean, Celestian Sacrosants on top of that.
And that does
and
make the 2 damage attacks less. You're less vulnerable to them, assuming you make like one of the feel no pains. It
hmm
vastly disturbs the shot efficiency from your opponents. Because I think normally like the 18 attacks from like a big knight kills I think like 5 Celestian Sacrosants. I don't even think it kills 5 of these.
there's also
No, not
something
at
else.
all.
Even though they are
What's up?
only movement 5, it doesn't matter that much for us because you
Because they have
can,
assault.
yeah, assault, triumph, and they get plus movement from Champions of Fate.
Yeah. The biggest thing you have to remember when you're making a unit that can have a hospitaler attached to them, you have to remember that the hospitaler can bring back models, not wounds. And this is one of those cases where we can see why sisters don't have a two
Multi-wound
wound
models.
model. Yeah,
Yeah,
Double lead them with orders detachment and the Hagyu upgrade. Oh my god,
because they are a battle line. No, they're battle sister squads. They can be double led.
they can
yeah.
be double led.
Oh yeah,
So hospitaler and palatine right there. I could easily. I mean, 250 points is what this unit should
you
already
ever put
cost. So why
Junif
not
on
just
this?
You can throw Agatha on them
Junif?
with the
Oh, that's
Hospitaller.
right. That's true.
This
I'm not giving.
they for 140 points. They should be probably double that. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say 280. Like I could pay. Like I think like this could be 280 points, and I'd still play that. I mean, we play 400
For
for
Vol.
Morven Vol, and like this is about as durable as Vol. Not as much damage output, but then you can throw 2 liters on them. So and like that's kind of huge. Uh, yeah, I don't know, because if you want them to be more like Vol, throw in a Magifier on them, you know? But you don't need
Yeah.
that because you can throw a Hospital around them. And then suddenly, you know, if your opponent's not shooting them with heavy bolters, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Run this in
I'm gonna
Bringer of
give this
Flames.
a honestly, I'm gonna have to give this a 2 for balance because it is extremely
Only, yeah,
effective.
I see
Um,
this unit and I immediately go, I want to run this in Bringers of Flame
oh
and
yeah.
then
yeah.
just run all the Flamers with Assault. And they probably would just still be just as effective. Yeah,
If this was a
yeah, look at
squad of
that.
5 for 140, I think it'd be
I
much
think
more
that's the difference. Yeah, because
um,
then you got to remember you're getting 2 of these for
Yeah.
70 points. Like, it's like two, like one of these is 70 points because you're gonna run an immolator. You're gonna split it,
oh yeah.
and yeah, it's
Also
ooh,
because like everyone can have a weapon basically, you don't feel bad about having the other 5.
True.
Like because most of the
Devlin's
time you
assault
just
rifle.
use them for actions. You can use these ones to fight like a bit.
Yeah, they can actually fight really, really well.
Not only do they have the same amount of wounds as 10 arcoflagellants, but they're also toughness 4. That's a huge difference when it comes
Yeah.
like three. Like the difference between 3 and 4 is huge on this tabletop. You can ask
And
any sister player.
and the save.
The save
Significantly
is,
better save.
and then you give them the same field note pain as arcoflagellants, and you're like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Arcoflagellants are already hard to kill, dude.
All right, let's go into the lore. Oh wait, actually wait. You get I should wait for you guys
Right, yeah,
to
for
give your
balance, I'm
ratings.
gonna give it a 1. I can't reasonably like if I were to play this unit, I'd feel terrible. This would not be a fair unit for me or my opponent to play. I gotta give it a 1 for balance.
I like the unit, but it needs a lot of adjustments. Like this unit should not be allowed to go in transports, for example.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Balance.
I'm going
So
to
we
give
just
it a
see
2.
balance. 2. I could see that.
Alrighty.
And then lore was the
Lore.
next one. Heavy Battle Sister Squad for lore. Well, I already know a lot about sister lore, so I'm gonna let Zeal answer this first, of course.
So, oh no, I'm going to sound like such a fraud. This reminds me of the Death Watch, of the kill
Death
teams,
Watch.
like where like each marine is specialized in one thing. That's what it reminds me of.
That's true. It does feel a little bit like that.
You wanted a cooler novitiate kill team? Here you go, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As far as lore goes, I don't think we've seen any instance where a sister has had heavier armor, so it would be an unprecedented unit to that end. Kind of unlike the jump pack unit. Um, we've seen the jump packs before, and we know those weapons exist. All of these weapons we have here also do exist, so that's I think that's worth to say that all these weapons do exist. The only thing that's
Mhm.
iffy is the armor. Um,
So that's where it made me think of like these are Celestians, right? You could assume that. So let's ignore the points for a bit, right? Let's just act like the points don't exist and just look at the unit as it is,
yeah,
because the points make it sound like these are just like random infantrymen, you know?
yeah,
No, truly, these are like the elites of the elite. Toughness 4, if we look at Imperial agents, is artificer crafted power armor, you know?
true.
Like that's what they
yeah.
give humans to make them toughness 4. So Celestians, battle line, artificer crafted power armor. This is another Evan Chalice unit that we're looking at here, and
Like
that means they're very expensive.
I could see this being like in the lore, just a specialized sister units for a very important mission.
Mm-hmm.
They
Would
would
it
have to be a
work
kill
if he
team.
limited like 1 unit per army
I could
of these
reasonably
guys?
see
Make them
like
an epic
three of
hero.
these sisters being
Yeah,
sent out on like a mission, like kind of like to help deal with like you guys are familiar with Darktide, right?
yeah,
I am familiar with Darktide.
Yeah, kind of like send three of these girls down there, and they'll go solve the problem. And that's kind of I feel like
yeah.
that's kind of what they feel like almost like exterminators. Normal humans can get and wear regular power armor as opposed to light armor. Need more cybernetics to control it. Hey, old books, how are you doing? Yeah, I think they would require a lot of augments, but I think sisters have um, access to the tools to get there. Um,
Mhm. I also think it's the T4. The T4 is really pushing it. I'm not gonna lie. And
Because
then also the
normally
two
better armor
wounds.
is either better toughness or better wounds. Invul's is a thing on infantry and general feel bad to me. I think GW needs to to move that to tanks only, but they're gonna exist. I like that this unit has them. I mean, hey, give sisters more invulns. Give sisters better invulns. GW and my life is yours.
Make
Um,
fives as good as sixes and sisters. On God, they do it for Eldari, and they auto six. So
yeah,
you know.
and Primal raises a good point. Even Arc of Vigilance with all of their stims are still only T3, so it'd have to be the armor
That's
from that
because
point.
toughness is still the armor. Yeah, so this would have to
Yeah.
be artificer crafted power armor.
I
And then
think
the two wounds is probably from a shield, if I'm thinking.
well, all of these weapons are like two-handed weapons, so there's no way they could have a
Exactly.
shield.
So
Yeah.
it's like that's why in lore it doesn't work because like
I
you get an extra wound from having a shield, right? But
or a
and
better
you can't say
invuln.
it's the invuln because like the invuln is a 5-up. That's because they're a Celestian. You know,
Yeah,
they're so holy that they have the 5-up invuln. So
I
the
think
second wound
also.
is coming from a shield.
hmm Well, no. Sometimes that 5 invuln also comes from what's it called? Refractor fields. And I know that more
That's true.
important people in the ecclesiarchy have access to better ones, and that's why the canonesses and palatines have a 4-up, because they have a Rosarius. It's a little makes me a little bit salty. The Dogmata is supposed to have a 4-up invuln because she technically has a Rosarius in lore. Um, and I would imagine the Celestians have a lesser Rosarius that gets them to the 5. Crozus is a Rosarius power field on a stick that chaplains hit people with. Yes, it is. I do wish we had some of those as sisters, but we have the little maces instead. I think, honestly, for lore, I can see it existing, but very, very few of them, so I'm going to have to give it a
Yeah.
3.
It would have to be super rare. I'm gonna give it 2 only because the stats are like they're so out there for sisters. This is like something that like they have to be able to hold a shield, they have to hold a two-handed weapon, they're in artificer crafted power armor. Also their battle line, so that means you can take 6 of them.
Well,
Oh,
from
I
a
That
lore
would be like
think
standpoint,
about
way
that.
I'm
too
ignoring the
long.
fact that they're battle line. I'm pretending that they're hyper elite. You only send like
Yeah.
3 of them to a planet.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking here. It's like making corn berserkers battle line.
That
You know,
that was
it's
so
Yeah.
stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate
um.
so much that you can run them in 20s. In what world
Also, yeah,
are
there's
100
leadership
of them?
6-up, guys. Come on, we can't have that in sisters. That's not GW
It
approved.
is a power fantasy data sheet, but I'm gonna give it a 3 for niceness, because I can see me running 3 of the individual
Only 3?
models in a unit. Well, like
Oh.
Uh,
I can see them
I'm gonna
existing
give
as
it
like a unit of
2
3
Yeah.
models.
because this is like a unit of like nothing but of like the most elite of the elite, and at that point, they're a character. Like for sisters, they become a martyr at that point, you know?
Yeah.
That's
So
why I'm saying
I'm
only
gonna have to
3
give
of
it a
them to a
2.
unit would make this feel good.
It's like
Feel reasonable.
taking every superior and putting them on the same unit.
Yeah, just take 3
Oh
superiors
yeah,
and call that a unit.
isn't that just a Celestian Insidiance at that point?
Leadership superior for
Um,
sisters, it would be nice. Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, in the new detachment, +1 leadership on all characters means that if you're leading anything with any of our supporting leaders, i.e. Dogmata,
A 5-up leadership, yeah.
who else has the Magifires has 6-up leadership, and the Dilogus all have 6-up leadership, so they'll be at 5-ups in the new detachment, which is actually kind of insane for how Battleshock is changing. But anyways,
Very much so, yeah. But, like,
fun.
like with
Oh,
that
sorry.
new change, yeah, the
I'll
leadership buff is
give
gonna
it a
be
2
huge.
for lore as well.
Yeah, I did it too for lore. Fun.
And
This unit would be
meta breaking.
meta
This
breaking.
would be meta. This would make a whole new meta around it.
It
Like
would be
it's
both
stupid. It's
I would
incredibly
cry
broken.
fun.
about this unit for the next like 3 years.
Yeah, sisters would never be good again after like the
It would
1
never
month
be
we
good
got
again.
this
This would
unit.
be that would be the addition that we have to recover with many sins from.
Yeah. It would be fun, I think, the first or second time I use it, but then after that point, I would feel so
You'd feel
terrible
bad.
running it
Yeah, you'd
against
feel
people.
bad.
Um, like I guess you could
I
like
guess I'll
bare
go
bones
first.
it and like not split them, not give them a leader, and it wouldn't feel as
Just
terrible.
nerf ourselves.
Yeah, like
I think the biggest gripe here is why do only the Meltas and Bolters have assault? I mean, come on, can't a girl with like want flamers with assault? Is that such a crime?
Just
give
What's the
I
downside
think
here?
honestly, I think if they all started with artificer crafted storm bolters and then you could take stuff like heavy bolt rifles instead, I think that would feel. I think that'd be actually really fun. Actually, if I had like a full unit of 10 artificer crafted storm bolters, I'd have so much fun with that. That'd be so great.
I
40
also agree.
attacks
I
at
think
402.
also with the heavy battle sister squad, I get what they're going with, but this just reads like a retributor squad. I think if it was a heavy battle sister squad, maybe what they should have done is made them T4, artificer crafted power armor. Let's give them that at the very least,
Hmm.
but still be the same setup as like a sister, like a battle sister
yeah.
squad. Maybe with a better Melta, a better smaller Melta, AP bolters, and like kind of have like that theme, but
Hmm.
like still one wound, 6-up invuln, things like that.
Yeah.
If
Or
this was a
5-up
true
because they have
power fantasy,
Celestians.
should have been able to lead by a canoness, and canoness with a jump pack, jump pack canoness on foot infantry.
It can't be led by the Triumph and St. Catherine Lord. Like, come on, come on.
Well, to be fair, that Kathy can only lead like the Battle Sister squad. So
I know, I know.
it makes me so sad. But like she doesn't want to lead anything anyways, or anytime
I
anyways.
don't know. If I were to slap this unit on Kathy, I could see her being a little bit more aggressive.
Aggressive Kathy. Yeah, she'd be very hard to remove. That'd be
That would add
what,
another 20 wounds on her, and she's
38
already at like
wounds. Well,
yeah, 30. You have
sorry,
to get through a
books. Sorry,
T4
books.
shield first.
Also, guys, it's been 40 minutes and we've only done 2 data
But
sheets.
now,
You know what?
there's
But that's
one
okay. That's
second
okay.
left.
I budgeted to have
Sorry.
till like 1 p.m. So, um,
Sorry, then for fun, I'm gonna give it a 2, because no assault flamers, and this would feel awful to run against my opponents. I don't. Ah.
I'm going
yeah,
to give it a 3.
I'm gonna
I think I would love it for a few games.
I'm gonna give it a 3 purely for that reason because I would enjoy it the first or second time, but then after that I would feel so bad.
Art, no art.
There is no
So
art. This is so sad. Exorcist play hymnal number 7. Okay. Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. Uh-oh. There it is.
I
Okay,
gave
back
it
to
a
the top.
2 for fun.
Okay. Who do we want to do next?
You can choose now.
That's for you to decide.
Primal Poppy gave it a 2 for fun, because she would feel too bad running it, which is kind of valid. I think, we got Primal right here. Let's do Primal.
Sure.
Primal.
Alrighty. First, we got the image. What do you think? What do you think this unit does?
Hold on, it's loading for me. One sec. Okay. Okay. So I see sanctifiers in a robe. I see a simulacrum. They don't all have simulacrum. Oh no, they all do have simulacrums. It's the ×5.
So let me give you a bit of context. That is not supposed to be a simulacrum. It was the closest model we could find to what Primal's idea was.
Thank you, Books, for the subscribe. I know I can't do anything about the ads, unfortunately, but I tried to make it to where I have the
More
least
like
amount
a
of ads as
spear.
possible.
Okay. So I have that is a wild picture. So I don't know. I don't know what I'd make out of this. I'm seeing something with the Sanctifier stat block, but it's ×5, so they're probably like elite flamethrower unit with like
×5, it's the
melee,
number.
maybe?
It's like 5 men.
Yeah,
Yep.
like there's like 5 of them. I'd
Yeah,
almost
I don't know.
say
I don't know what to
the
expect
stick
out of
looks
this
more like
one.
a taser, or like
That's
kind of like a
true.
pseudo lance almost.
Fork, in my opinion. Sure.
A fork.
But I think you can go ahead to the datasheet.
Okay, we'll go ahead and see what the datasheet looks like. So, Fulminators. Movement 6, 5 up, 6 up, so worse save than Sanctifiers. 1 wound, 8 plus leadership, so worse leadership than Sanctifiers. 5 points cheaper though at 105. We're looking at Lunge Mines. So, Lance
So
Dev
more Melta
anti
lances.
4 up. Hazardous. Looking at a Feel No Pain 5 up. And Infiltrate, that's actually a big one for our first Infiltrator unit.
Yeah, this is a pretty big one. This is an anti-vehicle unit that is super fragile. So this thing is meant to trade into whatever unit, like vehicle unit you want it to, and then die. A
Suicide
terrible
Squad.
and painful death. Each model in this unit makes an attack that targets a unit with a vehicle keyword. You can reroll the hit roll. Yeah, this is we're killing a vehicle unit. This Devon.
I think it's
anti-vehicle
important to
4-up.
note that these things can't do anything into monsters.
True. Uh-huh.
You could spike into a
But like,
monster.
that's good though, right? This is exactly what you want to see in a trading unit. It's super affordable. It can get there reliably well. It's stupidly fragile, and it can trade into one thing and one thing only, but that thing it's going to trade into very, very well.
Yes, so let's see. It's 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. So it's a 75% hit rate. So we'll
Neat
say...
for how it works with Lance, to get the anti-vehicle 4-up, you have to roll that 4 naturally. So I'm assuming the Lance keyword is there for when they go into a monster. So they can still do it on a
True.
4,
That way
they
they're
just don't get
still
death
able
wounds.
to wound. They just don't get dev wounds. This thing is gonna move
Okay,
block so many land raiders. It's gonna delete land raiders, my friend.
it's gonna delete land raiders. Yeah. So let's
Granted, you
start
can
off with
only run
lore
them in
this
fives.
time. Let's start off with lore this time. I'm gonna do this one since I know a lot about lore. This would be a really, really good Imperial Agents unit. I don't see it in Sisters, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, Fraternus militia
Um,
or
Can
militia
give
Fraternus.
you. Let me see if I don't butcher my English, but Primal gave me a few tips on the lore.
okay,
So
okay.
he
Enlighten
said
me.
that lore-wise, it would be a type of Frateris militia, would try to target high-value enemies and achieve absolution in death. So they charge at enemy with lunge mines, which more often than not take them with the vehicles that they destroy. And he also said they are zealots possessed of the need for redemption, bordering on suicidal. And they risk their lives and limb to eliminate high-value targets with high volatility. It's just a repeat of the last one, right?
Yeah.
Like the members of the Frateris militia, they often join the forces of Adeptus Sororitas in Wars of Fate. So it's not the Sisters unit, they just help Sisters out.
It's kind of
So
like
these are just
Arc of
people that are
Flagellants.
devout.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just kind of there because, they want to repent, essentially.
Yeah, and it's a penitent unit. So yeah, that tracks.
It is a penitent unit. Oh my god, penitent host, another buff for penitent host?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Me when the guy who loves penitents makes a penitent unit for us, um
Crazy.
I think it's fine because you just screen with infantry and the unit is dead. Yeah, this is a very screenable. Hey, Def. We know you also love penitents, but Primal came first, so he gets
Okay.
the crown of penitent.
Also, it's kind of funny because they, even if you get to the vehicle, because it's d6 damage, it kind of makes you like use a miracle dice. You want to run Catty with them to guarantee you do at least 6 damage, right? Or
Yeah,
do
Mhm.
either
essentially.
miracle dice to dev wound.
Oh yeah,
So I'm
Primal
gonna
brings up a good
say
point.
I
+1
think
attack from the Vow on penitent host off the charge,
Or
clocking at 10 attacks as opposed to 5.
that's true.
But that's a very niche case and extremely projected.
Okay. That's true. Like you can know what these things are gonna do as soon as they're placed on the board, right? And if
yeah,
they're not placed down first, then you can just screen them out with your own infiltrators. And if you're not running infiltrators, then I mean you can just
They're
wait till
walking
they're
into
placed
your
down
deployment
and
zone turn
then
1.
exactly.
um, I think though for 105 points you can use them as effective Overwatch burners too, because if you have
Mhm.
them and Rets as a threat to vehicles,
yeah.
which do you Overwatch?
True. So I think for lore, I can see this being if you're going from the ecclesiarchy standpoint. Um,
I'm gonna give it a 4. Honestly, I think it's very reasonable. Um, I don't know how common lunge mines are in the Imperium, but I wouldn't put it past them just to stick a melta mine on the end of a stick and
Yeah,
just shove it into
get
something
in there,
aggressively.
go in there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
probably
I'm
going to give
gonna.
these ones a 5. I found it so funny when they sent it to me.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because it feels like the same situation where they make it for Imperial agents and then they say, oh, sisters can have it too. So that's how I look at it. But I mean, I also really do like it because it's just this grimdark. Hey, you're penitents, suicide, go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I am trying to be a little quicker about this because the
Balance.
old books did make a good point. Yes, balance.
Uh,
Uh,
I
Go ahead, Zeal.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the unit. You pay the same points that you do for novitiates, but it's only a 5 man.
5 man, worst save. Um, Probably only 1 activation.
Yeah,
It's
their
a one time.
damage is
It's a
also like a bit random because d6.
Mhm.
very.
I think it's
This
fairly
has.
balanced actually.
Yeah, I don't
I
think that.
think for its points, it's overpriced, honestly. But then you realize you're in sisters, so then you're like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
so
the
it
right
makes
Yeah,
price
sense.
the
for it.
miracle it has
Yeah,
its appropriate miracle dice stack. I'm
it
gonna give
has
it
a
a
miracle
5
dice
for
stack.
balance. I think this is a
I'm gonna give it
very
a 5 for
balanced
balance.
list or list
Yeah, I think it's. I
unit.
Should
think
it
it's a
have the
little.
6 up?
What was that?
Should it have the 6 up involved? Because it's ecclesiarchy, right?
Uh,
Everything in
Flagellants
the
do.
sisters army has a 6 up
Yeah,
in
that's
build.
fair.
If you win the roll off, you can run to easy as P host and attack. Very true. Um, Yeah,
But then,
this
like,
this
it's
this is a
Tito.
Yeah, but you
first
are not
turn roll off unit.
yeah, you are not going to use the +3 movement just for these guys, right? I think.
I mean, if you look at it like for like the bounce standpoint too, like Penitent Host finally has an infiltrator unit they can use. That's really good. That's
That's true.
awesome.
That is
Like,
true. And it's a second
I mean,
option.
it's not broken.
No, it's not broken at
Yeah,
all.
No, it's
Sanctifiers
not.
have a 5-up invul, but that's because they have the Miracleist, who
Yeah,
is
the Miracles does
basically
not.
an Emperor's Daemon Host.
Yeah, if your opponent messed up on placing their tanks, you can screw them over a little bit. But like if you're able to get into tanks turn one, that is on your opponent. Like that
That's
means
on
they
them. That
did
means they
not
put it
screen.
way too close to the line.
Yeah,
Like if you go
there's
like, hey, this is 5 guys with a Melta stick, and when they get in there, they can reroll their hit rolls into you. And if your opponent doesn't see that, and they're like, oh, okay, so I'll put my land raider right here, right in front, so I can get my extra 3 inches of movement, and then they lose the roll off. Sucks to be them, I guess. They took a gamble. If they would
hmm
have won that roll off, this unit's dead. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yep. All right, fun. I think they'd be pretty fun to run actually. I think running like 3x5 in like a silly penitent list would be pretty hilarious alongside sanctifiers and flagellants.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give it a
I
4
also
for
think
fun, I
they're
think.
4. I think they're stupidly fun. If I were to play Penitent Host, if not for the Repentia, I would play them for this. I think this is like exactly the type of stupidity I expect from the Imperium, where it's like, hey, you gotta repent, so you're gonna take this fucking boomstick that once you go in there, you're gone, you're dead, but you're repented, and that's the type of stupidity I love out of the Imperium, and so I'm just like, yeah, this speaks,
Hey,
this
and
is
you know
this
what?
just speaks to
If
me.
if you live, you get to brag about it and then go to the
If
next
you
battle and try
live,
again.
exactly. Yeah. So I think this is really good. If I were to play Penitent Host, I think this would be the unit that immediately gets taken 3 of in Penitent Host because being able to advance and charge the first round with this, you get to punish your opponents. I don't know. I think it's really good. I think they did. I think this is a really fun unit. I could see myself playing it a lot. Oh, the lunge mines have hazardous. I didn't recognize
Yes, they
that.
do have
Good point.
hazardous. So they have a
Oh
chance
my
even if you
goodness.
do live to die anyways.
And if they
At
live, they
least
have the
2/7
grenades
of vicious per
keyboard, so
screen.
all the
Yeah.
all that utility.
Yeah. And go be annoying again, maybe. Or they forces your opponent to actually put like some bullets into them to get rid of them. And they have a 5-up feel no pain, so it's
Obviously,
not even guaranteed.
this is obviously best played in Hollowed Martyrs. There's no doubt about that. You can fight on death with them. That's huge.
True.
Infiltrator is pretty big as well because Hollowed Martyr doesn't have any good infiltrators, and this would be a really, really good infiltrator unit for Hollowed Martyrs.
Notialtic
So,
HS joins the
yeah,
Swarm
this is
Gang.
a Hollowed Martyrs unit, but it makes me want to play Penitent Host, honestly. Oh, and the name, the Fulminators.
I need to Google something real quick. Also, thank you for the follow. Hold on. Fulminator. Full.
Sorry, boys, I got ganked earl.
Um, meaning person who
Hmm.
expresses intense, loud, or passionate criticism, denunciation, or condemnation against someone or something. Derived from the Latin hurler of lightning.
To strike with lightning, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
I
very
fuck with
good.
the name.
That's
The
a good
name
name.
fucks.
That's fitting. It goes hard. As for art, I'm gonna give it a 3. I think now that I see the data sheet, the picture makes absolute sense. I
Yeah,
just have never
Yeah,
seen a lunch mine before, so that's my bad.
yeah. I
I
think I
found
think
it
I'm gonna
very
give it a
funny.
3 as well. It's a
Yeah, I
very
will
it's
give
very
it a 3
silly,
as well.
very fun.
This is what I
To
expected most of
explode
the pictures
violently,
to
yes,
look
they are
like.
exploding violently. Very true. Sorry, go ahead, Zeal.
Oh, it would absolutely get exploited old books, but like, I mean, it's sisters. What else are you gonna do with it? I mean, if you're not taking full advantage of every unit you're running, then you're not playing sisters well. That's just
Yeah.
how it works. Like taking Dominions without a Rhino. You certainly can do that. I'm gonna recommend it.
For fun,
Alrighty.
I will give it a 4 primal because I can see I will like them, but like one game I will hold nothing but ones and I will be so pissed.
Oh
that's
God,
that's
yeah.
that's so valid. That's part of why I gave it a 4 for fun as well. Because the moment it doesn't happen, you're just like, damn,
Yeah,
that sucks.
I'm going to be so sad when I don't
Yeah,
kill
see,
like
that's
an
what I love too.
impulsor.
Like with penitent units, though, it's just like I mean, when you're playing
Still
penitent
a way to
hosts, you're
power play
playing
them.
for the gamble, and these guys are just stupid little dudes. And look at the art too. Like that just screams stupid little dude.
I
So
think
I really enjoy
I
that.
think old books there is a way to power play them, but I think for 105 points, like if you're putting a lot of effort into making this single 105 point unit do something, uh, you delete what? Like a rhino, maybe something like a medium
Okay,
tank, and
maybe the play isn't to infiltrate me with them. Maybe the play is to put them into reserves and then rapid ingress them.
that's
But
actually
that
hilarious. That actually might be
maybe.
the better play. The infiltrators might just be
Yeah,
bait, but like an option if
it
you
might
need a
just be the bait
screen.
keyword. Yeah.
That actually makes them super flexible, honestly, because if you go into a unit or like Emperor's Children where you need a
Hmm.
screen, you can use them as a
And
screen.
where you don't want to die for
Exactly. Yeah.
okay.
So the infiltrator is more like if you need a screener, this is going to be your best screener. But it seems like the best place to put them in, is into strategic reserves, rapid ingress them, and then just poke a land raider in the butt when they don't expect it. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, no leader books. It from the thing, it looks like they cannot take a leader at all, which makes sense. They're just some dudes. Why would the priest go with them? The priest told them to go that way. He's not gonna follow them. Anyways, I think that'll wrap up Primal's unit.
We've
Very
spent a lot
fun.
of time on this unit. Thank you so much, Primal. That was yeah.
That
Thank you for
was a
the
fun
lore
unit.
bit too.
All right, your turn, Poppy. Who we picking?
Oh, it is my turn, isn't it?
We do have Def and Books in
Let's
chat right
go. Let's
now.
go old books. Let's go old books.
All right, let's see
Let's
what
keep
Books
the
has got
order.
for us. So, no image from Books. The Legatine.
The what?
The
The
Legatine.
Legatine.
You don't know what a Legatine is? Okay, so the
No,
Legatine is an
I
in-between
can't say
of
I do.
the Palatine and the Sister Superior. She is in charge of all the other
Oh
Sister
my god.
Superiors. She's a real position that exists within the Adeptus Sororitas. However, she does not have a model. The closest thing to a model for the Legatine is um, like the Celestian
Okay, so this
Sacrosanct
is a
Superior.
Palatine for. So this is a Celestian Palatine then.
Kind of. Not as important as a
Yeah.
Palatine, but basically.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're looking at the same defensive profile as a Palatine. Movement 6, T3, 3 at 4 wounds. Standard leadership. Um, this one has access to more pistols, though. Instead of the plasma pistol, you can take an Inferno, Hand, or Condemner Bolt Pistol instead, which is a lot of fun, actually.
We're addressing the problem with Palatines. Let's go.
We have a Blessed Blade, which is similar to the standard Palatine Blade and the Blessed Blades on Insidiance. However, at 4 attacks out of 3, compared to the Insidiance. No extra stuff on the melee weapon, but while leading, provides sustained. So in
That's huge.
opposite,
We don't have that yet. We don't
um,
have that yet.
10 out of 10 for deep lore. Yeah, I know. It's it's a lore thing. It exists.
Yeah, I think for lore, I'm gonna have to give it out of 5 out of 5. Like
Yeah.
if it really is a unit that we just don't have yet and it's doing it well, then yeah, I gotta give that a 5 on lore.
I think I'm gonna have to as well. Other
I will
important
give it
ability.
5 as well.
Yeah, other important ability of note: once per game, advance and charge.
Ooh. And then it can lead Sacrosanct and Insidiant. So now you can run maces, give the maces sustained hits with this unit and do an advance and charge.
Mm-hmm.
Or Insidiants. Giving all the Insidiant sustained hits is kind of huge. And this makes sense because Insidiants is nothing but Sister Superiors.
Yep.
So then yeah, for balance, 65 points. It's basically a Palatine that gives advance and charge and sustained hits to the whole unit. I mean, yeah, I could see it being a unit. I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it might be a little overpriced, but that's
Honestly
just
though, I
standard
think
sister.
65 is probably about right. Once per game advance and charge and sustained is actually super super big. There's a reason we don't have sustained in like anything really, because a lot of our
Hmm.
units benefit so much from sustained due to miracle dice. Um, Especially
That's
depending on
true.
what weapons you
Guaranteeing
can get
two
it.
Melta shots is pretty good.
Yeah, granted, no Melta
Yeah.
on this unit. It's limited to only the Celestians, which does,
Uh,
you know,
there is a Melta on this unit. The ever
oh, the
important and
Inferno
Inferno
pistol.
pistol.
known Inferno
True,
pistol.
and if you put them on the attached unit, you have 2 Inferno pistols if you want them.
Very true. Very true. So
So,
they
2
do
shots.
pack a little bit of a punch. Maybe you should still use it on the verge of on a mission or the Spear of the
Yes.
Faithful, but yeah.
I think this unit might be slightly underpriced considering what it leads and what sustain means for the two units it leads, especially the Insidiants. Insidiants love
Insidious is
sustain.
huge because they have
Um,
dead wounds. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
for balance, I'm going to go with a 4. Otherwise, it doesn't seem too aggressively powerful.
I like the idea that it was not too complicated of a unit. It was very simple. It just took the Palatine and kind of buffed her.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna, for balance, I'm gonna have to give a 5. I think it's appropriately priced. I think this thing can very much easily exist. It fills a bunch of niches that sisters don't actually have yet. And most importantly, it supports Celestian Insidiance, and Insidiance is like my favorite unit, so I gotta support that.
Yeah,
I will
we love
also
we
give
love
it a
Um,
our
5.
we love our Celestians around here. Alrighty,
mm,
fun. I think I would probably run at least one or two of these. I'm not gonna lie because I love the Insidiants, and I love the priest on them. I love the Imagifier on them. But having like one Legatine, one Imagifier, one priest for like a wombo combo type deal, I think would be a ton of fun.
Priest is also a very anti-meta leader, right? Because
Seal,
of the
what did you
Defilers.
rate the balance, Seal? Anyone wants
I
to
said a
know?
4 for
Oh, 5.
balance.
5 for
Okay,
balance.
4, 5,
Sorry,
5.
Pavel.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think part of the fun of Sisters is the fact that we very much are a hero hammer army. You're
Hmm.
running
Yeah.
characters so much, and now you finally have a Palatine that, like, if you're not throwing, so like, if you were running 3 Palatines, and then one of them had through suffering strength, you're now running one Palatine and 2 Legatines. That's just how it works. This
Hmm.
immediately
Yeah.
like replaces any Palatine without a melee ability,
I really like
which I
this.
guess could be bad, but like I don't know. It also can only go on Insidians and Sycophants, so I like it. I like it. I think it's very
Yeah.
fun. I think I would love this on Insidiants. I think Insidiants are a really cool unit, and this makes them cooler and adequately priced. Now they're 185 points, so
I
yeah,
think
no,
this
I
would
think
be
I
a
like it.
very cool physical model if it were to actually exist.
Exactly.
I
I
Yeah.
think so.
like I can imagine either kit bashing the drippiest character ever, or just GW blessing us with a beautiful sculpt. So I think I'm gonna have
Just
to
give us
go.
another Mortis Sanctus type thing,
Hmm.
like because the Mortis Sanctus looks
Beautiful model,
awesome,
beautiful model.
dude.
I've
The
posted a
shoulder
few
cloak. Oh
times
my god.
in chat before, um, mine at least, where I have like I have a gradient like
Should have a
black to
pretty
red
face.
hair. No more ugly sisters. I mean, they're you can do head swaps. It's not that hard. Um, I
But
think for
you
fun,
were talking about this before though. Like 90% of sister STLs are not family friendly.
no, they're not. They're terrible. But like there's some like existing like GW sister head sculpts that are fine. Actually,
That's
most
true.
of them are
Yeah,
fine in my opinion.
3 in
Um,
every kit. No more than that.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
eh. Um, I'm gonna go
What is
with
fine?
a 4 for fun. It loses 1 for me purely because I feel like GW would nerf this into the ground.
It goes to 90 points.
Yeah,
It
even
would
though
go.
it
It
wouldn't
would be
deserve the
higher.
nerf,
Yeah,
they would nerf it anyways.
because we're
Yeah.
sisters.
I would probably
Uh,
also give it a 5. Not a 5, a 4, I'm sorry.
So I think for fun, I am going to have to give it. I mean, yeah, I would truly love this. I think if I were to play this, I would truly enjoy it. Mostly because I finally have a Palatine that can have a hand flamer, and so that just really makes my heart feel good. So I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to give it
that's
a
valid.
5 for fun. This is a 5 5 5 unit for me.
Alrighty,
Okay.
for art, unfortunately, it is a 0. But it's okay, art
It
isn't
is what it
weighted as
is.
much as everything else. You don't need to feel as bad.
I just wanted to see you, like, little doodles from you guys.
Yeah,
I like using
just a tiny,
cards
like
for art.
a stick figure even.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright,
Just throw
Zeal.
the Mortis Sanctus in there. It's the same.
Who's our next?
Because Def is still in chat,
Uh,
isn't he? Let's do him.
Zeal, what did you mark for
We
fun?
have
Oh, for
honorable
fun, it's a
mention
4 for
between
me.
4.
Who did you say we were doing, Zeal? Def, because he's in
Let's
chat?
do Def. Yeah,
Alright,
because
he is
he's
in
in
chat.
chat.
Alrighty. Do we have an image? No image, but we do have
No
some
image.
penitent breachers.
Yo,
So,
Breachers?
uh, is it
Those are the ones
missing?
that
Oh,
reroll wound rolls of 1 in shooting. Right?
where is is it,
No,
is it,
it's like that.
oh, what?
it has no
Oh,
Those are
weapon.
it
not
doesn't
those
have an
creatures.
actual profile because it blows up.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
that's
god, it's
good.
the
That's
fridge? It's the fridge?
When yeah, when Dev sent me this, the first thing I remembered was the little orc two, on two towers from Lord of the Rings, blowing up the wall of Helm's Deep.
this is this is
Oh my
this is
god,
really
guys.
good.
2
Okay,
plus
so
leadership.
7-inch move, T2, 7 up, 6 up, 1 wound, 2 up leadership. Wow. But OZ0.
Broken.
Each time a unit or enemy unit, or this unit or enemy unit ends a move, it is modeled within 3 inches of one or more enemy units. Select one of those units. As units destroyed, instead of rolling standardized, roll 1d6 per model on each d6, 2 through 5, d3 on a 6, d6 mortals. When rolling for deadly, units within 6 suffer wounds on a 4 up instead of a 6. Okay, so you can either focus target it and deadly demise d3 into just like, or and like try and get a better deadly into one target.
It also works kind of well with the Hallowed Martyrs stratagem. No,
No, it doesn't destroy a whole enemy unit. It destroys itself.
no, I know, but for to make it sure it deadly demises.
Yeah, no, I was answering books. Books thought it destroyed a whole enemy unit.
I think Redemption Denied is maybe it misinterprets the Deadly Demise rule because it's not those units rolling when rolling first models
Oh
with demise
yeah.
abilities, units within 6 inches suffer mortal wounds on a 4. So I think what it means to say is that if there's a unit within 6 inches, this thing deadly demises on a 4 up instead of a 6.
Oh, I thought it was for the mortal wounds.
No, I think it's saying that in like assuming that those units take it if they roll a 6 on blowing up.
Yeah, I think it deadly demises on a 4 up, basically, whenever
This
enemies
is
are
literally just a
nearby,
copy
and
pasta
it
a guard
doesn't
unit that
when
does this.
there's
I
only
know.
allies nearby. So it's not as risky to you. It also has the smoke keyword, which is actually really funny, I think. I don't know what it does for you.
Well, that's
Um,
going to be relevant in 11th edition when
oh
smoke
yeah.
gives the benefit of cover to everything behind it.
Well, it's not a vehicle. It's infantry.
No, that's just anything with the smoke keyword.
Oh, okay. Smoke can target infantry if it has the smoke keyword. There's some Space Marine units that do have the smoke keyword. I think infiltrators do. They have a physical model with smoke grenades.
Yeah, I think it's Phobos
Mm.
units. Most of them do.
This is in
Yeah,
case
it's
the
a
guard
Phobos
unit
unit.
doesn't see. I think, yeah, I was gonna say this looks a lot like the oh, what is the one guard unit that does this? What's it called? Cyclops Demolition Vehicle. Thank you, Primal. Alrighty. For balance, it is 90 points per 2 or 45 for 1. Has no OC. I think it's very balanced actually because it has no OC, and even though it is really cheap, normally you would probably bring a Dogmata or or not Dogmata, Dialogus or Archivigilance instead for Action Monkeys. So this doesn't feel like an auto take. It feels like if you're bringing this, you're bringing it for fun.
It can't even do actions. It has no OC.
Exactly. So
Oh,
I'd say it's pretty balanced in that regard. So I'll give it a 5 for balance. I think.
I
by the
think for
way,
balance,
boys,
this is very
I
balanced, yeah.
got Dash's datasheet finally.
You finally got Ash's data
You
sheet.
got Ash?
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna have to pull
How
that
big
up
is this supposed to be? A
I
separately
will
fridge on
put it on
legs.
the group chat.
Let's see. Just imagining
Okay.
fridge on legs, but
Oh,
supposed to be infantry. It's like a little.
I mean, well, it can blow your own things up. If you're playing Hollow Martyrs, that's exactly what you want.
True. Oh, and Hollow Martyr's gonna auto detonate it too. Oh wait, no, but that doesn't really matter as much because it already does it on 4 ups. You don't want to spend command points for it.
Exactly, it's already very likely to blow up.
Um,
But notably, you can run 2 in the same unit. I'm not sure why. That's not how that works.
well, it's like 2 dudes.
Yeah, but like, what's the benefit of the 2 dudes?
You have 2 deadly demise units. It's you do a d6 for each model in the unit, so you have 2d6 you can roll on a 2 through 5. You're doing 2d3 mortal wounds. If you get 2 sixes, you're doing 2d6 mortal wounds.
No, because you only trigger Deadly Demise when the whole unit is dead, no?
And that's by model.
Or is it per model?
Mhm.
Oh, it's by model.
Yeah.
Okay, but its ability, Final Redemption, only works when the unit is destroyed.
I mean, it is T2 with 1
Oh,
wound.
per model in this unit. I see. I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I think for balance, this is fine. I mean, guard haven't like guard already has it. This is nothing
What
game
happens if it
breaking.
kills by an exorcist? Unfortunately, you cannot friendly fire, but that would be really funny if you shot this with an exorcist to blow it up on a 3 up instead of a 4.
This is infantry, so it can go through walls, notably huge.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stick with a 5.
I
For
will give it.
balance, because it is a very niche take. It'd be very funny to bring, but it's not something that's game breaking.
Yeah.
Same.
Uh,
This is very much a 5, and then
The lore.
I don't know what Zeal's gonna give it.
Oh, what do you what do
I'm
you what do
going
you
to
feel in
give
Zeal?
it a 4.
A 4?
A 4.
Yeah. Mainly, it's not because it's broken. It's because would you take this
Uh,
outside of like a funny list? There are more
I would
Probably
people.
not.
not.
No,
Unfortunately, no.
no.
Yeah. I find them very funny, but I don't think they would be a staple on my armies.
The only reason I give it a 5 on balance is because it has a reasonable amount of points. It does something that no other unit in Sisters does. It gives us another Penitent unit, which Penitent Host really badly needs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Smoke. So, like in 11th edition, it does generally have some utility, but I do gotta agree. It's just one of those units where it's really silly, but Sisters' only silly unit, quote unquote, is the Dogmata. We don't have enough of those.
Hey, and she
That's
she
true.
did something for me in a game lately, and I'm gonna ride that high forever.
I'm so happy for you.
Hey, you know what?
In Penitent
OC3
House, this thing is a
Sacrosanct?
16-inch Hunter Killer missile. Yeah, but you know the problem with Hunter Killer missiles? You're gonna roll the 1.
Hunter Killer
Yeah.
Missile.
Exactly.
Okay, on to lore. So,
Je tirais
Okay,
bas au lit,
so
This
I'm
is
just
it.
imagining an
thank you,
Arcofagling
Chain, for the follow.
With a bomb on his back.
with like no arms. They just got a bomb, and they're just going in there. They got a melta charge. If anything, it's a melta charge.
It probably is the Meltamine, yeah. I think this is really funny. Um, it is a penitent unit, so like it does have more leeway as far as like lore goes because you're like, well, would crazy people do this? Probably.
Absolutely. Oh, Neopets is giving us the letdown here. +2 inches from Triumph, D6 from Advance, which obviously Sisters only have 6s in the Miracle Dice pool, so it's going to be a
Yeah.
6-inch advance.
You have to use a triumph.
So that's 8 inches, 7 inches base
No Man's
move,
Land tends to
3-inch
be 24
explode.
inches.
He's forgetting the +3 movement from Piost.
No, because it's a 3-inch explode, so as long as it's within 3 inches. So this thing moves.
Don't forget it gets
15
+1 from
inches.
Advance from Triumph as well.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true. That's true, yeah. 19-inch.
We use advance and charge on this thing.
Well, you don't need to charge. You just need to stand near them.
Can
This doesn't have like
Wait. can a
It
unit
doesn't-
charge
yeah, it
if
has
they
to
don't have
move.
weapons even?
I don't think
I-
so. I don't think so. I think for fun, ooh, it'd be the times I do run it, I think it'd be very silly, very fun. I think I'm gonna give it a 4 for fun because I think it'd be great the first few times, but then it would get like you'd roll the 1 on the mortals and you'd go damn,
Yeah.
and just nothing would happen.
I
It does
think, like-
nothing at that point.
Like every 2 months, I would put 3 of them on my armies, just to try them again.
I don't know if you have to be armed to declare a charge, but I don't think you really need to because its detonation just happens
Yeah.
from being
Um,
nearby.
There's nothing to say that whether you need to be armed or not, because every unit should have a close combat weapon. It's like guaranteed every unit is a close combat weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I gave
for
it a
fun?
4.
No,
per lore.
I'm gonna give it a 3 for fun. I'm gonna be honest. I think this thing is super niche, but I just don't know.
I would give it
And I
a
never gave it
4
a rating for
fun.
lore. I think for lore, I'm gonna have to do
Oh, true, he didn't
probably.
give
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it maybe a 3 on lore. Because I could see it. I could see a penitent host unit using this and then going into battle.
Mhm.
The downside is though is that there's absolutely zero way that penitent host unit survives, and every penitent unit you have at least have the chance of surviving.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 as well for lore.
Yeah, now that Poppy said it, it's a 3
Because
as well for me.
everything in a penitent host has at least the smallest chance of surviving. That's like the
Mhm.
niche in every penitent unit. This thing kills itself automatically, just dead, gone.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, there is no artwork, which I honestly don't blame Def for. Drawing this and putting it on a stream is probably not a good idea.
Oh yeah, we would probably get like kicked.
Yeah, demonetized
Um,
immediately. Well, yeah. All right. I think I'm the next choice, right? Because we're on number 6. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with Chain because I saw Chain drop a follow.
Oh,
Alrighty.
that
Yeah.
bastard.
Pay to win.
All
Pay
right.
to win.
Here is our
I'm so
image.
pissed at this at this death.
So, for those of you who don't know, Chain is a Black Templar player. Right? This is that Chainsword, Holy Chainsword.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
he
is
is.
Holy
Yeah.
Chainsword.
So they're not even a sister
Freeman
player.
tiré barre version
This is probably
HS
gonna be
joined the Sword Dome.
stupid and silly.
Thank you
It's a
for the
land
follow,
raider with
Primal.
flame. It's a redemptor.
Yes, it is
Oh
a.
my goodness.
um.
This psychopath. He took an Imperial's Fist Land Raider. He drew like 3 lines of black on it and drew flames.
Hey, you know what? At
Why
least
did
he
it have
drew
an
flames.
Imperial Fist land
He
raider?
didn't even
Yeah, at
make
least
it
they
all
drew
black.
the flames.
Like he got tired of drawing midway through.
Okay, it's so funny they put the flames because those are very obviously las cannons. So by putting the
It
flames,
only has
they're meant to be
flames on one of
flamers.
the sides. Like the other side is not using the flamers.
Hey, maybe there's only enemies on that side of the tank right now. Alrighty. Let's see what this datasheet looks like. So, Land Raider Penitence.
Oh boy,
14
another
inches
penitence
of
freak.
move. T11, so it loses out. Oh no, are Landers T11? They're T11, right? Or are they T12?
T12, I'm sure.
T11, T12. There isn't. Oh, I guess that makes it different for like las
Yeah.
cannons. 2 up, 5 up. So it's got a 5 up invuln.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
think any
holy.
other
It
land
has the
raider
How
has a
does a
full,
BT do
full-
design a sisters unit better than any of the sis players? I don't know. We'll see based off the ratings. We'll see. We'll do like a final ranking as well, probably.
Artificer Pintle Stormbolter? What the heck does Pintle mean?
Pintle is like
Also-
on the top.
He had. I
A
received
pintle,
this
a
datasheet.
pintle mounted weapon is like where you
I see.
at the top of the tank where you hop out with like
I don't-
just your head.
I received 3 different versions of this datasheet because Shine could not spell Pentient.
That's so
That's
funny.
stupid. That's so silly.
That's good. 6 up leadership.
even
Hey guys, it's a
spelled-
6 up leadership vehicle.
Oh my
Oh, no.
god, we
We'll see
got
too.
it. Guys, this
240
features as well as an
points.
Imagifier. Dude, okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Holy Spear.
Anti-chaos
That's
2
metal
up
as
one
hell.
shot.
That's
Yeah, that is metal.
amazing.
Okay, that I think that gets it. That at the very least gives it a fun point. I have to
Not
give it a
only
fun
is
point
it-
there.
Why is it capitalized? You have the Penitent
We have no
Fire
idea.
Well, and
capitalized?
Penitent Pyre is also fully capitalized as well.
Is this just the Land Raider and then they just typed over it with? That'd
Yeah.
be so silly.
Let's see, Penitent
Okay.
Pyre. So it's got how many of Penitent
Also,
Pyres?
th-
2
it's
Penitent
so
Pyres.
dumb. It's a dedicated transport, by the way. You can take 6.
Oh my god, you can take
Oh my
6.
It's a
Oh,
dedicated
that's so
transport.
good.
Oh.
It's got assault
Okay,
ramp.
okay. So let's start off with balance. So this is 240 points. Select 1 unit wounded by this model's Penitent Pyres until the next shooting phase. All friendly Penitent units that disembark this Land Raider gain +1 attack and to charge versus that unit. then
And
each
it's got
time a unit
assault ramp.
disembarks from this model. Yeah, it does have assault ramp. It can support 12 of our infantry models. It can
That-
take jump pack models, so Zephyrim, but it cannot transport the Triumph St. Catherine. Sorry, you're
Oh,
gonna
this
get.
is so
I
sad.
think this is now a 0. I
6
think this is
land
now a 0.
raiders,
It
all
can't-
scouting with dominions. Let's go. Scout. you split. Okay,
Oh my
immolators.
God.
You take immolators. You split dominions. Oh wait, no, because the other things inside wouldn't have scouts. You wouldn't be able to put melee units inside.
Sanctifiers and Dominions, because that's 6 there now. 'Cause
I think you
Sanctifiers
just
have
load
scouts
these
too.
up with sanctifiers. Because +1 attack on all of them, you give them champions of faith for strength and AP. Then you're looking at 4/1/1 at like 3 or 4 attacks a base. Give them a priest for +1 to wound.
I can also dig the Penitent Pyre, D6 +1 attack, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2.
AP1 does
It's-
hurt it a little bit.
It moves, what, 17 unused?
Oh
Yeah,
my
move
god,
17
yeah, it does
in
just
Penitent
do that in
Host.
Penitent Host.
You run 6 of these guys.
No, no, no. You guys aren't thinking about this. Penitent House? I think
Wait, hold on, hold on.
flame.
Chat just realized something. It has deep strike.
Has deep strike. Why does it have deep
It
strike?
has deep
I
strike.
told you Chen was a psycho. Like,
Oh my
this is
god.
better
And
than
you know,
every
at the
single
end
Marine
of the
land hider.
phase,
It's only
at the end of the
240
phase-
points.
at the end of the phase in which a transport comes in, the unit can disembark from that transport in the same phase that the vehicle is reinforcements. So
You just
now
have to
you're
make sure
giving
you're outside of
Repentia
9.
a 6-inch deep strike.
No, you can't disembark within 9 of
Oh,
the
right.
of the thing.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you're giving Repentia deep strike here.
I think you rapid ingress this.
You rapid ingress this. I
You
think so
rapid
too.
ingress it. You move it 14 because you rapid ingress it nice and safe. Move it 14. Disembark and charge.
People get distraction Terminator deep strikes. They get distraction Land Raider deep strike. You're so right.
This
Yeah,
thing will
and
make
it's-
POS go to 60% win rate.
Better than 60% win rate. Okay. I unfortunately am going to have to give this a 2 for balance. There is
Yeah,
some
this is
effort
not
for the
balanced.
like the guns itself are balanced, I think, but like everything
Everything else,
else
though.
about it is so
Why does it
ridiculously
have an
Guys,
silly.
invul?
It gets two pentient
Take off.
pyres, not penitent pyres.
Pentient.
Pentient pyres.
And it's the Leonard Pentients, not penitents, which is so funny.
So true.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna have to give this. I'm gonna have to give this a 1 on balance. This thing is broken in every single way. Land
Yeah.
Raiders should not have deep strike, despite what the new
No.
Space Marine
No,
detachment
it
says
shouldn't.
that it should.
Oh, this would be so funny.
I will also give it a 1 on balance.
It is also the Land
st-
Raider with no space. You're right, Primal. That's so funny. Can you overwatch this thing out of rapid ingress? You can. It's end of movement.
That's
Oh wait, no,
stupid.
wait, no. You
That's
you
stupid.
rapid ingress at the end of your opponent's movement, like after they finish moving. So I don't think you can overwatch.
Well, in
it.
11th edition, that is when you Overwatch.
This is so. That's important. Did GW address rapid ingress in Overwatch?
They did not. No.
Because honestly, you could rapid ingress an Overwatch threat wherever something
You
existed.
could rapid
To just
ingress
say
Flamer Retribuers,
go away.
and then
Overwatch with like a canoness or something. Give them a canoness for free rapid ingress and then Overwatch. I don't know. Okay, for lore,
okay, we're getting distracted. We're getting distracted.
would
Yeah, for
they
lore,
give sisters a Land Raider?
No,
it
no,
would
it's
be like
always gonna be a
charge.
Rhino.
Oh my God, it can carry Saint
It's
Celestine
gonna.
because she's a jump pack model.
Oh my lord! It can carry Saint Celestine.
Do you
Okay,
use
okay,
6 of the
guys.
spots for Saint Celestine?
She only takes
Not
up
the
2
Gemini.
spots. Just have her
Imagine-
like do like 10 flagellants and like Celestine.
No,
No,
because
because Celestine
it
comes
comes
with
with
two
Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh, she does. You're right.
Oh my god, Junith can also write it.
Well, no,
Wait,
because
Junith can
no,
hide
Junith
it?
is
we're
mounted.
getting,
Junith
we're
is
getting
mounted.
distracted.
Balance score from me, Primal, is a 2. Zeal, what did you rate it for balance?
Also a 2.
Also a
And
2.
it's me
I
being
give it
nice.
a 1.
Okay.
As for lore, I mean, I could see them giving a Rhino assault ramp. I cannot see them giving us a Land Raider though.
I'm gonna out of like we should have
Is there some
more
pilot this?
more high toughness things. I'm gonna give it a 3. But that is as high as I go for lore.
I gotta give it a 2. I
I
don't
need
know.
to give it a 2
Land
as
Raider's
well.
just. It's a Land Raider, you know? It's just that's not what sisters do. It's what
No,
we
it's
need,
not,
but it's
but
not what we
it'd
do.
be so funny to have. It'd be so funny. And then for
The
fun, it's getting a
only
5.
reason it's not a
Yeah, it's a
1
5 for
the-
fun.
It's getting a 5 for
Oh
fun.
yeah, for
I would
fun,
slap
it's, yeah,
6 of
it's
these
stupid.
guys instead.
Well, okay, wait. We gotta think about this. 'Cause we also gotta think about like, will we feel good playing this into our opponents?
Yes.
I
Well,
don't care.
Yeah, it's a 5. It's
Yeah.
a 5. This is completely balanced.
it's a
Thing's
5.
240 points.
I would have so much fun with this thing. Deep strike
Dude,
Land Raider.
The
we get to
Pentient tires got
what's the
my
one
heart.
Space
They
Marine
got my
attachment
heart.
that does that?
It's the Neo one,
Armored
right?
spear
Yeah.
tip.
Is that the one that has
It's
the
Armored
deep
spear
strike
tip, I think.
for vehicles? Is it? I think it might be Bastion. Is it Bastion? Where you can
No,
deep
no,
strike?
you're thinking of
No,
Astra
Bastion's
Militarum
is
and
Battle Line, right?
No, there's an Astartes detachment where you can give Land Raiders deep strike. Orbital
Orbital
assault.
assault.
Thank you, Joltik. Thank you, Joltik.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I don't know. I think for fun this is up there. For lore, I gotta give it a one for lore. Like this just yeah, one for lore, one for balance, five for fun, and then for art, I gotta give it a three. It,
it
it's
yeah
it's
yeah
exactly what you
I
expect
have
out of
to
it.
I have to. This is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good yet so terrible.
You know
Like
what? No, I'm gonna give it a two. We are not
this was
taking
the
a
data
Rogel
sheet that
Dorn
broke me
king.
when I received it. Like I've
A
been
two
thinking
for
about
art.
this thing for like the past week.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a two for art only because it's a Rogel Dorn tank. Like, what the heck, guys?
I need to give it a 3 for art because each time I looked at it, I found it funnier. And I've had these things on my DMs for a week.
Yeah, true. That's valid. That is so valid. It's also been sitting in mine from when you sent it to me. Alrighty, on to the next. We've done one, two, three. All right, it is back to your turn, Poppy.
Oh boy, it's me. Let's go Aname.
Aname. All right, let's see what Aname's got for us. So we got some TTS models. We're
Oh
looking
boy.
at Astrid, a Dogmata, and the Mortis Sanctus. So what do we feel like this unit does?
Oh boy. I only know this because they talked about it like stupid in the chat. It's the Death Guard 3 character unit that they got in Crucible.
Yeah. And oh, Abjure, my bad,
Super.
my bad, Storm. I'm sorry, That's my
Yeah, but
fault.
more to think this has the Zweihander. Come on.
That's right, that's right. Sorry. This is so sad. Exorcist by handle number 7, as I say. Okay. We'll go ahead and move on to the datasheet then. So, the Triune Martyrs. 200
Yeah.
points. Epic Hero. 8-inch move base, so they're pretty quick. T3, 2 up, 4 up, 5 wounds a base, 6 up leadership, 1 OC a piece. So that feels about normal, I think. 8
This
inch
feels
move
normal.
feels a
Okay.
bit fast, but otherwise I think that's okay for epic heroes. 3 of them at
Also,
least.
5 wounds each. It's an epic hero. Yeah, you're only getting one of this unit. You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lone Op, feel no pain 5 up.
Okay. I don't know why there's a Philip pain. Is it because the Dogmata is the penitent unit? Probably,
We have
maybe.
no
I
idea.
don't
Oh,
know.
it doesn't have the penitent keyword. Maybe because they're
It doesn't
martyrs.
have the
They're
penitent.
triune
That's
martyrs.
true.
Yeah. All right. Hymns of the Martyrs start your command phase. Select one of the abilities in the Saints of the Imperium section until the start of your next command phase. This unit has that ability. So we are looking at the Living Emperor's Judgment. So you have Delora Thane. So while a six sisters unit is then add 1 to the attacks and weapons skill. Okay.
Huh.
So
Repentia are goaded now?
yeah, actually. 3 attacks hitting on 3s at 622. Oh, wait. Storm's unit? Storm's unit?
Oh my god, Storm's
Oh,
unit. Yeah.
The
so it
Oh
gives
uh
no,
the
just
the
like
melt boost to
fulminators?
attacks.
The
even just this
fulminators?
with like Insidiance go kind of
Oh, they
crazy
would go
with this.
crazy with
Yeah.
this.
You throw
Uh,
this with like Palatine
Even
Sacrosanct, and now you start going a
even
little bit more
Narcos like
crazy.
want this,
yeah, that's
right?
just a
Everything
good
wants this.
ability.
Everything wants that ability. It's a good ability.
All
And
right.
then it also gives it to themselves
True, it
Yeah.
because
does,
they're a
and
friendly
that
Adept of Sororitas.
they have good stuff. The Flame
They
Ascendant,
have
Dev Wounds, anti-character
bonkers
5
stuff.
up precision. You'd be at 7 attacks on 2s at 522.
So
Soul
everyone is
Invictus,
precision.
precision lance, 4 attacks at 622.
5
Wait a minute,
attacks
that's Storm's melee.
that is stance. Yeah,
That is Storm's
that's
melee.
Storms. And the Noctis Blade, precision, sustained hits 2. You're
8
adding another
attacks.
attack, so this is 9 attacks with sustained hits 2.
421.
Okay, but like
Yeah, I know
9
yours only had
attacks,
2
sustained hits
attacks, but
2.
it's the same 622 profile, and it would benefit a lot because this one also has precision and lance like yours did. Okay, so we know that
Blessings of the
ability
Goddess.
is amazing.
That's one of the best ones.
Let's look.
Yeah.
Let's look at the second one. So Evangeline Threxia, 6-inch range Sororitas unit. The unit contains a Simulacrum Imperialis. Gain 1 additional Miracle Dice in addition to the Miracle Dice the Simulacrums would normally generate by adding 1 to the result of the Miracle Dice generated.
Okay, so realistically, this is something you choose at the start of the game. You
Turn
put
one,
it
yeah.
right next to your home objective, and then you
There's
only ever
a
use this ability once.
Yeah.
You can also do it another way because the hour is quite big. You can infiltrate the novices on the middle objective and do it that way.
I
You
don't know if that
can, but I
6
feel
inch.
like
I
you're
mean, maybe it
throwing
could reach
away
and if
this
you
unit
strengthen
if
the
you do that.
biscuits.
Because it needs
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't
behind
know.
the
This just
wall.
seems like
Blooming
something you
Titan
throw.
has joined the Sword Gang.
Yes, we do only get one of these abilities per battle round, but if you're just grabbing the, extra miracle dice turn 1, you do it in your command
This is like a
phase,
turn 1 ability.
and then you just don't do it again, because the odds of it being useful past that point is pretty low when you could add +1 to attacks and weapon skill.
Yeah, this is a round 1 ability. This is the thing
Yeah.
you always do round 1, and then you switch it round 2. Because again, we are a round 3 army. We don't start playing until round 3, so yeah, probably just a really good thing to like farm some miracle dice before you make this unit peak.
Hello, Blooming. Welcome. I assume this is Ash?
That's Ash. I mean, look how they
Yeah,
type.
it's
They sent
Ash.
3 eyes. Only Ash would type.
Kitten
Yeah.
on the name.
Okay, so
Hitting
that
on the
ability
name,
actually feels
yeah.
pretty balanced, I'm not gonna lie. It does seem
Yeah, that one's
strong, but
valid.
until you realize it's probably just a one-turn thing. Alright, the next
It's
one,
just a one-turn
Radiance
thing.
of the God Emperor. So as long as it contains Aurelia Seraphon, same 6-inch range, add 1 to OC of characteristics of models
We
in
found the
nearby
Dogmata.
units, and eligible to perform an action in a turn in which they advanced or fell
Ooh.
back. That is
Notably,
huge.
that counts
Yeah.
themselves. That counts themselves as well.
Or they go inside the Land Raider.
They go inside the Land Raider. You're right. And then there's the other ability, Avenge the Martyred. Once per turn, when a friendly Adeptus Sororitas unit is destroyed within 12 inches of this unit, after the attacking unit has finished making his attack, select one other friendly sister's unit within 6 inches of this unit, and until the end of your next turn, that sister's unit is eligible to charge and where it advanced or fell back.
That probably has amazing synergy with Sacrosanct, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially if you give them nice Sacrosants, lone operative, so yeah, you put them within 12 inches of Sacrosants, and then you get the other Sacrosants unit to advance, charge, and fall back, and then on your next turn you get the other one, the third one that you're running, because you're running 3, advance and fall back, and then you just get 2 fresh charges.
Because
they
it's
all
3,
also-
you can string them out a bit.
Yeah.
Affect more spice on the board.
That's true. This feels...
This feels balanced. This feels balanced.
For
I'm
200
not gonna
points,
lie,
yeah, you're basically buying
200
like
points.
half of a vol.
This is
Yeah.
also an Epic Hero unit, so you're only getting one of this.
We
This
have not
dies,
yet
it's
done
done.
any scoring for this one yet, Primal.
I also like that there's an order to kill them, right? Because you always kill Deloria first.
Yeah, you would kill no, you kill Evangeline actually, and
Evangeline,
then you
'cause she
kill
gives the
Aurelia, and
miracle
then you
dice.
Oh
kill
no, yeah,
Deloria.
Evangeline, sorry. And then it's game dependent.
Yeah,
and
I
if
think
that
the
model
only
is
reason
dead, you
you
cannot
would...
use it again.
Mhm.
Their aura.
Yeah, I think the only reason you would maybe take out Aurelia instead of Evangeline is because Evangeline has the Soul Invictus.
Guys, we're forgetting the best part about this being a 3-model unit. It benefits from Hollowed Martyrs.
It does!
Yeah. And you can res
It
them.
benefits from Hollowed Martyrs.
Leave like just like Deloria left,
You
just
leave Deloria alive. She boosts. What does Deloria have? Deloria has the Flame
Flame Ascendant.
Ascendant. So they get the Dev Wound anti-character precision weapon, which is really
Yeah.
good. Which is now 7 attacks, as you can only choose her ability.
Mhm.
And then when she dies, you pick her back up with Divine Intervention, and she constantly has +1 to wound as well. So she doesn't need Lance because she's the last character alive. So
And at strength
this
5,
is-
she's wounding most characters on 2s, and any tough
On
ones
2s, yeah.
back onto 4s.
Exactly.
And even if they get charged, they are a pretty good fight on death units.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Exactly that too. They can absolutely fight on death. They can kill whatever charges into them, especially with 9 attacks, sustained hits too.
And precision, so you can just say, no, your character gets to die. How you revive this thing?
Exactly.
So what you do is in Hollowed Martyrs, when the last model of the unit, of the character unit dies, you spend your command point and you resurrect them. Are they all living saints? Why are they referred to as martyrs? That is a question for Aname.
No.
I don't know the real answer to that, I'm not gonna lie.
If I were looking at this unit, I think they're just all like I think they're all probably holding artifacts of a saint of a specific chapter.
Yeah,
yeah, I could
that what
see
it feels
that.
like. Because especially with the 3 different like color schemes, as Aname provided there, You've got
Yeah,
like
and if you're
what?
looking at it, you have the Defender, you have the Dogmata, and then you have the Simulacrum. So this is probably an Imagifier, a Canoness, and then a Dogmata, which are like the three big ones. The three
Mhm.
big booms. Boom, boom, boom.
Three big booms. Thrag says if you
Uh,
don't do his next, he will thrag it. Well, you know what you're picking, Zeal.
Yeah, I
so
don't
they're
get a
probably martyrs
choice.
in the fact that they speak the hymns of martyrs, which is very common. And then you also just run them in Hollowed Martyrs because this is probably going to be the best unit you run in Hollowed Martyrs to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does have to be the last one that you res. And then
Mhm.
each one isn't a character for assassination because the assassination requires you to
It's
kill
a
a
unit.
character unit. We have not
So
scored
this
this
doesn't
one yet.
even
We've
Yana.
been too flabbergasted by everything that's happening. Okay, balance.
Aname is doing great here. Balance,
I want to give it a
four,
4
four,
because it
four,
is
four.
costed at
I gotta give it a
200
four.
points. It is a very
Ye-
powerful unit when used in its right detachment and well. The only reason it isn't a
It's pointed
5 is because it should
appropriately.
probably be another 20 points higher.
Yeah,
It should probably
I
be
think
around that,
it's.
yeah.
I could see it being nerfed.
My biggest reason that I gotta give it a four is for balance is Avenge the Martyred, we don't need it. Like you would take this unit for Saints of the Imperium alone, and
Yeah,
that's it. Um, two, this one is specifically designed for Hollowed Martyrs. I can see it, I can breathe it. I don't see any other attachment that this works as good in.
no.
Um, and then the next one, three, is why does it have a feel no pain? What possibly do we need to give this a feel no pain for?
To make it easier to not die and resurrect and be annoying. Um, Zeal,
Also,
what do you
it's a
think on it
six
for
plus
balance?
leadership. It's like, come
For
on, guys,
balance, I'm
do
pretty
not
Hey,
sure
they
it's
ask
a
got they got
it.
a
4.
magifier in there. They got a magifier in there and a dogmata.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 4. I see this thing being nerfed in like the next patch that it comes out,
Yeah. Okay, so
and
fours from all
probably
three of
goes
us.
to
All right,
20. Yeah.
lore.
Lore, I think this is a banger. I love all the references to the God Emperor. I think the like referencing the martyrs in the middle of combat is really good.
It feels
The
very
three
Kathy
martyrs,
inspired as well. I'm not
It
gonna lie.
does.
it's very Kathy inspired. This feels like a triumph for a unit that doesn't like this feels like a triumph for like a custom order,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have to give it a 4 on lore only because I can't tell if these are supposed to actually be Deloria Thane, Evangeline Threxia, and Aurelia Seraphon, or if it is three sisters who have taken on the mantle of these saints.
To preach the hymns and their teachings and like their
Exactly.
deeds, probably. Yeah.
I think if we knew
Uh,
that if it was one way or the other, I would personally prefer that it would be like them taking the mantle because
Yeah, I
realistically,
think that's better.
it makes more sense. It's like how there's the Kathy impersonator in the front, the cosplayer,
Yeah.
and we know
mhm,
it's the Kathy cosplayer because Kathy's actually dead.
exactly. But yeah, no, I think for lore, this is a really big banger. I think if like whenever sisters get an epic hero unit, this is what I want to see. I want
Hmm.
to see the deeds of a saint being memorialized, and that's something we haven't been getting a lot recently.
No, Frey. Sorry.
I'd probably give it a 4 as well for lore.
What was your scoring
But
of
I
it,
see it.
Poppy?
I'm gonna give it a four. I can't give it a five because the saints, they're custom. I feel like if it actually gave in to sisters like actual lore, that'd be pretty base. But this one's a little bit out there, you know?
Hmm. Close but no cigar. Sorry, what was that, Zeal? I didn't mean to cut
What
you
is
off.
Vanessa?
Oh, I was just saying that for me it's also a 4.
Yeah. So far we're looking at 444 and then 444. All right, fun. I think I'm gonna have to give it a
Five,
5.
dude.
It,
This
it has to, it
captures
has to be a 5.
everything.
I think
I mean, granted. Go ahead.
one. I think it will feel kind of like the Heavy Battle Sisters squad. It goes
Mm,
on every single list. When I
That's
will
true.
probably get bored of running them after a while. Same way I
The
don't run
studs just
Val.
become ball again.
Yeah, they are too good.
but at least you have the choice between them or Vol. I don't realize
Yeah,
you're running both probably. So now we're looking at like 1400 points in a list instead of 1600.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I cannot give it a 5.
I think this is great. I don't run ball in my lists. I would run this in every list though, because I play a Palatine. Like giving a Palatine an extra attack is huge. I would probably just keep this next to the Palatine at all times,
Honestly,
and
you
then
could do
not
some.
suffer for it.
Yeah, you could do some
Like, you're not
crazy
gonna
kit
suffer for
bashes.
this. Nothing is gonna kill this unit in
No.
one round. This unit is
Yeah.
going to live. This thing has more wounds than the Triumph.
Yeah, effective wounds. Yeah, because it's got a feel no pain 5 up.
Exactly, yeah. So it's 15 total wounds, and then the Feel No Pain 5 up gives it another ablative 5 wounds. So it's actually just 20 wounds on a 2 up, 4 up
It's also got a better base save
with
than Kathy
Lone
because
Up.
Kathy saves on a 3.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is just like no one's gonna. People can barely kill the Triumph and Saint Catherine. They're not gonna kill this in one round.
Yeah, if we did put them in article, that would be 600, which would be a lot of Unclouded. Orange Ultramar's 20 wounds for 100. I mean, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have
Oh
Lone Up
no,
though,
it's
or Feel No
totally
Pain.
feasible. It's totally
It's a
feasible.
very
Like
feasible
that's the
unit.
thing. It's just like it would just be an auto include unit, and I think sisters are very exhausted of having epic
Yeah.
hero auto include units.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because
that's my
the whole thing
problem
about
with it as
sisters,
well.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep it as
Now that you
5
bring
for
that
fun
up,
though, for
I gotta
myself.
bring that up. I'm probably gonna say a 4 for fun as well then, because I also stopped running Vol because she is just a must include epic hero unit, and
Hmm.
I think that would happen the same here.
Yeah. So it's a 4
But at
for
least
me
I
as
have the
well.
choice,
Yeah.
so that's cool. This is a fun unit, and Anami did a really good
Also,
job here.
I'm such a Hallowed Martyrs hater.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
love
I
Hollow
don't play
Martyrs.
Hollow
So
Martyrs
well
either.
done.
I play
Oh, I
no
love Hollow
Hollowed
Martyrs.
Martyrs.
I think I think it's non-negotiable that this is a Hollowed Martyrs
Yeah,
unit through and
it's such
through.
an Hallowed Martyrs unit.
Okay,
Um,
art.
yeah. Art? Well,
So,
I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
give it
say
a
2
2.
as well. I would have liked a different background on them, honestly.
yeah.
Sorry,
This
Anami.
is just I'm gonna take 3 models from ForceOrg and then take a screenshot of it. Um,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I mean it captures what it's meant to
Yeah.
do. It's like it's 3 different orders all together, and that kind of represents kind of what the Triumph is trying to do.
Hmm.
Um, but then you have an actual epic hero there, that loses it. That loses the point for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, also he put in the effort to grab it. So,
They did. They did. That's why they're getting at least a 2.
Zeal, what did you say for art?
Yeah. I'm going to say it too as well.
2 as well.
Yeah.
So
I
we.
kind of find it funny that the models he picked are from different orders, right?
Hmm.
But that's about
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious that like our rating of Aname's stuff is almost identical, except for I was 1 higher on fun than both of you guys. Um,
No, I cannot give it a 5.
I'm giving it 5 because I could do some like crazy kit bashes with the unit. Alrighty. So I guess that means we're doing Hayden next.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do Aiden.
Alrighty. So he had no image. We're looking at the Paragon Torchbearers. So same defensive profile as normal Paragons, 240 points, so 30 points higher. We're looking at a bolt pistol, standard. The Paragon grenade launchers and storm bolters, standard. However, it's got the torch flamer.
Is
So
this the erratic heroes treatment?
kind.
So me and Sver talked about this one a bit on DMs.
This one is so funny. So the wave of
Like,
cleansing, d6 plus your shots per. There's 3 in a unit. So you're looking at after the ability, right? You can discard a miracle dice, which automatically max its attack characteristic and gives it dev wounds, or you increase the range on its melta profile and give it dev wounds. So you're looking at 27 auto hitting attacks at 722.
yeah, it's so funny that you don't even use the metaphor. You always go for the flamers. I feel like
Oh my god! And then this unit can choose both profiles for its melee weapons and select
Uh
the
huh.
if
fight
you
in the fight phase.
if Val goes with them, they get the rerolls on the wounds, the +1 to
Uh
wound
huh.
also.
You can
If
delete
it's not
God
critical,
with this thing.
yeah,
Let's just kill God. They're AP2 damage to flamers too. Oh my god. And
Zeal
oof,
rated the artwork for the previous one as a 2 primal. Sorry, I can't do anything about the ads. I've tried to minimize them as much as I can, but the moment I got affiliate, I can't turn them off, unfortunately. Sorry, go
this is
ahead.
so silly because I'm watching the stream as well, and I've only gotten 1 ad this whole time. So I think Primal's just getting all my ads.
yeah.
That's so funny. Maybe it's because he's in America and
That's true.
Um,
That's true. It could be an American thing.
yeah. So you don't ever use the Melta bonus, as you were saying. It's not worth it when you
It's
can have
very niche.
You just take the
27
flamers.
attacks.
You take the flamers. Always. It's always gonna be the flamers. Like, I just can't think of any others. They're 18-inch flamers. Vol gives them +1 to wounds. Now they're wounding almost everything on twos.
Reroll to
Also,
wound.
Um,
Reroll to wound.
yeah.
Reroll the wounds. Right. That's the
But
Paragon
it's still
unit.
effectively
Right.
the same. Finally, something better
Exactly.
than grenade. Yeah.
It's the fact that it stops the flamers from being random, right?
Yeah. The fact that they are
Also,
consistent 27 attacks for the low
Like, it's
price
so
of a
crazy.
single miracle dice.
the ones finally have a use besides just killing ourselves. Like,
Like,
I
I would
mean,
Palatine and Hospitaller who? Nah, Torchbearer.
right?
like I would run so many
Torchbearers.
of these things on Bringers of
You
Flame.
run 3 of this unit. You run 3 of this unit. This
Yeah.
unit is a
It doesn't
must-pick.
matter that it's 240 points. It will kill God.
It
And then you
will.
Overwatch
You don't
with it.
even need Vol.
It
Yeah.
says
Yeah, you can
selected to shoot or fight. So
Yep.
you don't need to do it during the shooting phase.
Yeah, so for balance, I'm gonna give it a 2.
I have
I
to
think
give it a
immediately
1,
a 2.
unfortunately, because having guaranteed 27 attacks on Overwatch auto hitting, or 27 attacks normal, just like anytime you activate,
I I think the biggest difference, the biggest thing that's gonna stop this from being like the thing that
you
stops
just
this
kill
from
it.
being a 1. You can kill it. It's a war suit. They aren't hard to kill if you have any anti-vehicle.
Mhm.
But it's also like if they just simply changed the attack characteristic of 9 to be
Like
the
reroll
characteristic
attack.
of the dice +3, it would be better.
What if it was the Flamers did 3 plus 3 normal, and the ability just gives you 6? Could that work?
That would feel better.
I
That'd be
think
18 attacks.
it
That'd
would.
be significantly more balanced. It doesn't
See, when I
say
read,
that it can or can't be led, so we assume maybe Vol,
Yeah,
but
we
it has the
assume
Paragon
Vulcan
War
go
suit
with
keyword.
them.
be more balanced
I
if
think
could only get
with
disposed
this,
of by Vol. That we have to pick
I
between
saw the
6.
discard 1 miracle dice, and I'm like, oh my god, are we finally gonna be able to use a miracle dice on flamers? Is that what this unit exists to do? And it was like, yeah, in the worst way possible. And I'm like, well, if we could just make it like actually like the result of the miracle dice is how many guaranteed you get on the
Oh
flamers,
yeah,
I
that
think that'd
could
be a lot
also
better.
work very well.
Oh yeah, discard a 5, and then all 3 of the d6s are just 5s.
5 plus 3, yeah, I think that would do a lot better.
That'd actually
But
be really
because it
cool.
just like automatically
Yeah.
assumes it's a 6, that loses points for me. I'm just like,
Mhm.
you could have made miracle
To be
dice
fair, this
finally
was
work
made
on
by
flamers.
someone who doesn't play Sisters, so
Yeah.
um, it almost feels like a GW datasheet. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, the melee. You can discard a dice to
This thing
get both
cannot do anything
profiles.
interesting for that. Sorry, Neepets was asking what happens if we give it the Reliquant Knight, which gives it +1 to advance and +1 to charge, or is it reroll? It's rerolls advance. and
Reroll
charges.
charges, and lethal hits, or reroll once to hit if you want that instead of lethal hits. No, I don't think Thrag. Thrag just hangs out with us because we're cool. So I assume you probably can give it. It's got the Paragon Warsuits keyword, so I assume yeah you could give it the Crucible, the Reliquant Knight. Thrag plays something, not Sisters.
I'm
That
just assuming
plays Booty.
he's a Space Marines player.
Maybe I don't.
It's Dev Fudge.
He has said. I do not remember. My memory is terrible.
They play Chaos Space Marines? Okay, so I'm gonna give them a 0 for fun, just preemptively.
All right, lore
What were we rating
Lore?
before? Balance?
balance. Yeah, I give it a 1.
It's literally just Space
I can-
Marine Eradicators. It's like
I can
11th
see
edition.
them though. I can see this thing existing just with a few tweaks.
It could exist. I would agree.
Also-
Assuming its profiles aren't real, just the idea of fire dedicated warsuits is
Yeah,
very
I-
plausible.
I think that
talked
if we
about
got
it with-
Paragon War suits dedicated for bolters, flamers,
Yeah.
and meltas, oh my god, that'd be perfect.
I had that exact conversation with Trek when he sent me this, and it's a 2 though for balance. It's so broken.
Yeah. What did you rate it for
Mhm.
balance? 2 for balance.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, I think
Yeah, so
for
for lore, I
lore,
gotta give it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a
I think
4
if
as
like
well.
yeah,
For
I think if
fun,
GW did go down the route of like making war gear specific units, this is very possible.
for
Hmm.
fun, this is a 5 for me. I would, I would use so many of these things.
For
I'm
fun,
also acting like the Torch Flamer
Yeah,
Ray of Cleansing doesn't exist because the Wave of Cleansing is just so broken.
yeah.
So,
for lore, uh, I need to give it a 3.
3 for lore.
Yeah.
for fun, I'm gonna give this thing a 1. This wouldn't feel good to play against people. It would be broken. It would obviously be broken. You'd have a power high, and then you would feel bad.
So I'm on the opposite end. I give it a 5.
I'll be in
I
between. I'm
want
gonna give
this
it a
thing so
3.
badly.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because I'd use it once, feel terrible about using it, but then it would kind of like look at me from my shelf, kind of like
I know,
I,
like play
I know
me.
what you
Like
Like
it's
are.
like
if
the
I turn into
voices.
an elder player or a knight player, I
And
will feel so good about it.
I would just feel better about this unit if the Miracle Dice didn't automatically make it a 6, and it just made it the value of the Miracle Dice instead. I think that would make this unit so
Oh,
much more
oh,
realistic.
Straighten
sorry.
up. Thank you, Chainsword. I was
Track
actually
said
slouching.
Track said that it was supposed to be 300 at the start, and then he went down on points.
At 300, I think it would like my balance would go up from like a 1 to like maybe a 2 or 3.
I still had 3 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
You would play 3 of them, yeah.
You play 3 of them.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
also
care.
am starting to play Army of Faith, and oh my god, this
I
would be
love Army of
disgusting
Faith.
in Army of Faith.
Oh,
AP3
AP.
flavors. Oh my lord.
Ignoring
Stack a
modifiers.
Castigator, AP 4, 742.
Oh god.
742 auto hitting flamers, 27 attacks.
Yeah, this thing kills God. This thing just always kills God. Like, what are you gonna do?
All right. Unfortunately, there is no art as sick as the art would have been for this unit.
0 on the art. Take that, you Chaos Space Marine player.
Alrighty. So we have Comet, Joltik, and Lear left.
Oh, it's my turn to choose, huh? No, it's your turn
it's
to
my
choose.
turn. Oh,
Yeah.
I saw Joltik in chat earlier. We're gonna go with Joltik. So we'll see if there's an image. I don't remember. No image. Instead, we have the Blessed Slayer. Looks like a character. So T6, T3, 3 at 4, 4 wounds, 7 up leadership, OC1, so standard
Standard character.
Palatine defensive profile. Leader, lone up, infiltrate, feel no pain.
It's a lot
Okay.
of keywords, but it is 80 points. It is 80 points.
Is 8 points. And it can lead,
Wait.
so it has a choice.
It has a choice. On Celestian Insidiance. It can lead Celestian Insidiance and only Insidiance.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's read the abilities.
Death to the Unholy. Start of the battle, select 1.
Metal.
Anti-Imperium 4 up, Anti-Chaos 4 up, or Anti-Xenos 4 up.
At the start of the battle, select 1. So this is an assassin. This is an assassin. Oh, that's awesome.
A Martyr's
that's
Death.
actually a pretty
If this
metal
model
ability.
is destroyed by a melee attack, after the unit is finished, making its attacks, roll d6 on a 2 through 3. Enemy suffers d3 on a 4 through 5. 3 mortal wounds on a 6 up. D3 plus 3 mortal wounds.
Hollowed Martyr staple. You run this on every Hollowed
Oh
Martyr.
my god. It gets killed, you bring it back, it dies again, it does mortals.
Taunts. You can taunt it. You can taunt into
Oh,
it.
this would be a great taunt unit.
This is the best. You run 3 of this in Hollowed Martyrs. This is just a Hollowed Martyr staple.
She is
I'm
a
not sure if
C4
it's
vest.
Oh, it's
Well,
not
no,
an
she's
epic hero.
like quote unquote fighting on death, basically.
Yeah.
So anti-Imperium, that'd be like if because remember if your sister's fighting Space Marines, obviously they're the traitors, so they need to be purged.
Exactly. Yeah. They're being
Okay.
judged. Punished as
Ranged
traitor. Yeah.
weapons. You can take a bolt pistol, or a master-crafted Condemner bolt gun.
No. You get both. You get both.
Oh, you get both.
Do you? Oh,
And then you can
replace
switch
the bolt
out.
pistol for the Inferno pistol.
And then you can switch out the bolt pistol for the Inferno pistol,
Oh,
which
here's why the anti matters. Because the Blade of Judgment is only strength 3.
okay, yeah. So if you fight anything else, it's just can't do anything. However, Dev Wound Precision.
Devlin Precision, it kills characters, and yeah, 4 attacks, hits on 2s, Devlin's 4 up, makes your Miracle Dice a lot more valuable here.
Oh my gosh,
AP
incredible.
2, 3 damage. And then if it dies, It blows up.
That's so good. This is so funny.
So for balance, I got it. I'm gonna
It's
give it.
it's it's not
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a three. I'm gonna give it a three
from
for
old books
balance.
through suffering strength. Fight on death with
I.
this thing
Oh
for
my
damage
god.
5,
Strength 5, damage
Uh,
5, 5 attacks. Oh, this thing
6 attacks.
kills anything.
so
6
when
attacks,
Joltik
right?
sent me this unit, I thought it was an epic hero. I just now realized it
I
was a
think
I
generic
thought it
one
was gonna be the Emperor's Champion, like first reading it, and then it's not.
because
I
I
like that
looked
it
at
isn't
him.
the Emperor's Champion though.
It looks kind of like Lucius, right? Because you can lead them, but I think it's better to have them alone. Maybe.
Just have one.
Like a
Yeah.
counter charger. Honestly, I think if you swap out the Feel No Pain for like fights first,
Broken.
Oh,
Then
we
it's just
talked about
broken.
fights
At that point,
first,
it's
but
broken.
yeah, Joltik didn't want to put fights first because it would be too strong.
it would have been
We felt like
insanely powerful with fights first. Like, what do you do against it if it has fights first? Nothing. You die. Um, the fact that it
Absolutely.
can take
And then,
enhancements though,
yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the reason I'm giving it a three for balance is like this thing is super, super good. Like I would give it a four if Hollowed Martyrs didn't exist. If Hollowed
yeah.
Martyrs
yeah,
didn't exist, this thing would be pretty fair. But because it can be revived, because it can be taunted into, and because you can take three of them, one of them with their suffering strength, yeah,
you bring you
it's
one of
even
them. You
killing the
have to
lion. This
bring the
thing even
Miracle
kills
Dice
the
for death
lion.
too. With through suffering
Why
strength, I
did the
think you. Well, he is anti. He is Feel No Pain to dev wounds.
Yeah, but like
yeah,
if you're through suffering strengthening this, right? And then you revive it back on one wound. So first of all, it's gonna deal three mortals just for dying, which is what that's
yeah,
gonna do. And then you're going into the lion, so you're fighting on death with this thing, because you planned ahead of time. So now you're hitting the lion with 6 attacks, hitting on twos, strength six, I mean strength five doesn't matter. You have dev wounds, anti-imperium 4 up. So you're getting, I don't know, three of those attacks through to him, so that's 15 damage into the lion, as well as the three from the mortals.
And then have that
So,
down to 9 mortal wounds total.
Also, you can find the lion in a turn where it doesn't have the mortal protection up.
True. Yeah. And if you do
If he
that,
goes
he's
dummy
just over.
downy and rerolls.
Yeah, he's just dead
yeah,
if
but
you
it
catch
doesn't
him.
need defensive enhancements, because you run this in Hollowed Martyrs, it's fine. It comes back. And you run three of them.
Loan up, infiltrate, feel no pain. 100%. 100% 3 of these guys. All right,
I
lore.
was going to give it a 4, then I realized it was not like an epic hero. It's
Yeah.
Lore,
a 3
this is
for
a
me.
saint. This is a
Yeah,
saint.
it's a
This is
3
as
for me.
close to a saint as you're getting.
The
Hey,
fact you
this is our
can,
living saint.
yeah, the
Balance.
fact you can give it enhancements.
I gave it
Actually,
a 3 for balance.
yeah, it's going to be a 3 for me as well.
I gave it a three for I gave it a three for balance, yeah.
Yeah. Lore. I want to say
Lore. Would this thing exist?
Well,
it
it's
can.
meant to be an incipient unit. This is an incipient unit, so it technically could exist.
I think it could. I think I'm gonna give it a
Anti-Imperium 4 up.
3.
So,
A 3 though.
I also think so. I don't know. Like for lore, I could see it existing. It's a living saint, but the thing that stops it from being like an absolute 5 out of 5 for me as like a saint is that you can run three of them.
Yeah, it's not like
yeah,
Epic Hero locked,
Yeah, if
like
it
the
was Epic Hero
assassins are.
Locked, if it was treated like an Emperor's Champion, I would love it a lot more lore wise.
yeah,
Yeah,
same.
there
Because
should not be 3 of
this seems
these on
like
the
the
battlefield.
judgment. This thing is here to kill traitors and enemies to the Emperor, and that's what it exists for. And then you run three of them, and now it's like, well, it's like the six corn berserkers, you know?
That also prevents it from taking enhancements too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, fun 5. It's getting a 5 for me.
5. This thing's stupid fun. It's not even unfair either, because you can just kill it in shooting.
Yeah,
If you kill it in
it gets
shooting, all the abilities are
annihilated on
irrelevant.
Overwatch.
Exactly.
Yeah. And for
I
lore, I
also
will
love
give
how
it a 3 primal.
a 3.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how all the characters we've seen so far have Feel No Pain 5 up?
Yeah, that is interesting. That is very interesting. But you know what?
Lore, I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3.
Yeah, and for fun, for me, it's a 5. I love this thing.
For fun, I gave it a 5 as well. This thing is super good. I think if it just had the epic hero keyword, I wouldn't feel bad about playing it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it leads Insidiance.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's a
Enough
very,
said.
very fun data sheet. This would be so much fun to run. Great data sheet.
Also, the model will look great,
Oh, it will
probably.
be so beautiful.
Ima-
It makes me
like,
so sad that some people weren't able to, get us like an
Draw.
image or a drawing, because the amount
yeah.
of drip that some of these units would have, oh, it would be so nice. It would be so nice. Alrighty. Lear and Comet left. Is Comet here yet? I don't know if Comet's here yet. We'll wait on Comet and we'll go ahead and hit. Oh wait, it's not my
Oh,
turn.
is Lear here? I'm not even
I-
sure.
Is Neepitz Lear?
What?
Who's Neepitz?
What's
We
Nip?
haven't done Comet. We haven't
think so.
done Lear, and I
Who
think
are you,
that's the
Nippets?
I think that's Lear.
He's
He's they seem to
he's
speak a lot
purple.
like Lear. Yes, we have Lear and Comet left, and then the honorable mentions, and then okay,
Okay, well, I guess I choose. Lear, get in here.
alrighty. Uh-oh.
You're
Oh,
in the
his
ringer
didn't.
now.
His just went straight in. That's okay. He does not have an image for this one. So the Sister
Oh, we also have
Oblatia
Ash,
squad.
right?
We also have Ash. We need to get Ashes in here.
Yeah, she's on the group chat because she was very light.
Uh.
Okay.
Here, Zeal, send me Ash's thing. I can just like pull it up inside of OBS.
Are these assault intercessors? I'm already
Uh,
looking at this.
uh,
These seem like assault
can
intercessors.
you not see
I
them?
see the
I put them on
consecration
the
swords.
group chat.
Oh, did you send it there? Oh, you did. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull that into OBS near the end. Okay. So
Okay.
read its ability.
When
Oh,
an
you're not
attack
ready
or
for
a
this,
mortal
Poppy.
wound is allocated to a friendly Adeptus Sororitas infantry. Oh, this is the one you guys were talking about, wasn't it? I can
Uh-huh.
already tell.
Yeah, it
Or
is.
a walker model within 6 inches and visible to this unit. Isn't this unit within 6 inches and visible to itself? You can roll 1d6 for each wound. For each 4-up, inflict 1 mortal wound on this unit instead. While this model is within 6 inches of another allied penitent unit, or while this unit contains a dogmata, models in this unit have a foil no pain 4-up against mortal wounds. Dogmata is finally useful, guys.
Okay, but
I stayed
consider
up until
you can
5
take
a.m.
the
talking about this unit.
Hospitaller. You can take the Hospitaller
Yeah.
to
Oh my
bring
lord.
models
You
back.
res them.
I see. Okay. Okay.
You run them next to
Hospitallers
the
pretty good.
Paragons and they never die.
Yeah, because it's whenever an attack is allocated. They don't even have to like, it's just like, oh, you shot my
So the attack
Paragons?
didn't even go through. So it's just like whenever
Yeah.
any attack goes to them. Oh, it's for each wound. I see. For each wound. For each 4-1. Okay, so then this one. So this is basically just the stratagem that Chaos Demons get in Slanesh, but better. Like, so much
Yeah.
better.
Yes,
You can run
and
3 of
you
this
just
unit.
hide them behind a wall next to Vol, expose Vol to the world, and say, "You can't kill her," and just
Let's also comment that these things are assault intercessors. Those chain swords are gross. Like, you throw a palatine on these guys. Ooh,
through
So they can
to
actually
the Heart of
punch.
Heresy
Yeah.
to go to 4-2-1, like Zephyr Power Swords.
exactly.
Because like arguably 3-1-1 isn't like that impressive, but the fact that it's 4 attacks and you can push that to be 4-2-1.
So this is just the Champions of Faith unit, right? This is just the Champions of Faith unit.
It's got the penitent keyword.
It
Yeah.
does, right? So it is also Penitent Host. Guys, Penitent Host is going to be such a good army
Penitent
if all of your units get in here.
penitent stocks are up.
Penitent
I've been
stocks.
telling Spar. POC is going
Okay,
to
but
70% win rate.
ignoring the bad attachment, yeah, this is a Champions of Faith unit
Mm-hmm.
through and through. This is a Penitent unit with a 3-up save and 6+ invuln. So these
Well,
are just
Sisters.
battle sisters.
They have
Yeah,
6
these
up
are just
leadership.
sisters.
They're pretty
Okay.
good at passing leadership, apparently.
For balance, you gotta take the hospital off. You gotta take the hospital off. That's all. Just take the hospital off.
Yeah. because the fact that you can bring back models to continuously do this for more than a turn
Yeah.
is a wow. That's a lot. um,
It is. Not to mention this thing can protect your vehicles too. That's no, it's only infantry or walker. Yeah, so
yeah.
it just protects Vol, but like still pretty good.
It it also can
Oh my
protect more
god.
than one
No,
unit per
guys,
turn. Like it's everyone inside that tower.
it's actually broken. You know what unit you
Yeah,
keep
it's so
this next
broken.
to at all times?
Frey.
Intransia Frey.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Frey makes it
she
makes
becomes
Frey
so much
good.
better.
It makes Frey
Frey gives the
unkillable.
chainswords lethal
This
hits. It makes Frey unkillable. If you're ever within 6 inches of these guys, you're in Frey's like battle shock aura. Like this thing is stupid
and
next to
they want to be
Intransia
led
Frey.
by a dogmata. So you're stacking
They do.
insane leadership penalties to your opponent.
Exactly. This is stupid good. This is
Okay,
stupid good.
okay.
If you play next
That's
to Frey.
okay. Balance. Unfortunately, because it makes Vol unkillable, I'm gonna have to give it a 1.
Yeah.
I'll give it 2.
However,
Vol's not fully unkillable if you just shoot this unit first, but I do agree that it is a little broken.
Yeah.
yeah.
I need to give it a.
So that means Dogmata
I need to
Snare
give
will
it a
still
2 as
just
well.
You know what? I'm actually going to give it a 3 because it finally makes Frey have a reason to be taken.
Yeah, I'll change my 1 to a 2. I'll change my 1 to a 2 because you do have to
I will
position them
keep mine
well
as
to
a
actually
2.
be unkillable.
Yeah, this does take skill. This does take skill to use appropriately.
Lore.
It
This
does.
is a real thing in lore.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
it is.
This thing, it needs to exist. I don't know why we don't have this yet. It
So
would make
it's
penitent hosts actually capable.
giving me it's a 5 for me for lore.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think Loris,
5
I think it
For
does a good
anyone that
job.
does not know, the Oblatias are the sisters that take vows for other people.
Yeah, this is an Argent Shroud unit, and they say, "Hey, don't worry about your sins. I'm gonna repent for you."
They have the power of friendship, and quite frankly, the power of friendship makes Vol unkillable. So, um,
Oh, also, the way I imagine this unit to look like is just like your, like Golf Sisters saber.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Death
That's how I
Corpse
imagine them.
sisters. As for fun,
It makes
this
Frey
would be
fun. It makes Frey fun.
this would make
It
Frey
makes
this would make
Frey
Frey
fun, but
so fun.
when this unit is played well, like it does not interact that much with the. You don't move it around. Like they sit still and they do
No.
their job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I do have God
I
sisters.
think
I'll post some of them at some point. I'll post some of them at some point.
but yeah, no, I think if we're going off of fun, this is one of those units that like is pretty cool. You can
Mhm.
play it with Frey. Frey, like this makes Frey so much more playable. Finally, like Frey is finally like decently playable, and you have a reason to take her.
Yeah.
And Dogmatas, like if you have a Dogmata, like Dogmata's finally playable. So I
Yeah.
think this is worth 4 points because it makes some units that we have that aren't actually playable into very playable units. And
And
so I
when
think that fills a niche that we really need.
as in the comment section, if you change it to Penitent Walker instead of Walker, it suddenly becomes incredibly more balanced. Like
Yeah,
immediately.
that's true.
Exactly. Yeah.
Assuming
If
Frey
you just
stays
change
at
it to
150
Penitent
points.
Walker.
For fun, I think I'm going to give it a 4 because if you're using it like it's intended to be used, it is probably actually a ton of fun.
hmm It's super flavorful. I love the awesome chain swords because I'm a little sad that we don't actually have any good chain
I
swords in our
know.
army because chain swords are so awesome. Like I love using them in
I don't
Darkside.
care that they're, they'd be strength 3. Just give us like a million attacks of chainsword.
Just throw no, you have Intransia Frey. The three doesn't matter anymore.
For fun, I believe I need to give it a 3. Mainly
3?
because the way I think it will work, it makes the other units like better to use and more fun. Not this unit in specific.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's
I think
fair.
it probably
Yeah, this
feels
thing
very
does make
nice
other
though to
units
roll
fun.
40 dice.
it
That's true. Yeah,
It
just
does
have
it
the Black
just
Templar
does feel
experience.
good to roll 40 dice.
And then for art, it's a 0. No art,
Unfortunately.
sadly.
So sad.
That leaves us with 2 people left. Ash being forced to be last because they're a goober.
So fun scores for me is a 3. I believe for Pop it's a 4.
It's a 4 for me.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That leaves Comet.
Comet. So, I was thoroughly impressed with um, the image that Comet provided us. I was very,
Comet
very,
kind of
very
tryharded
impressed.
on the art part.
Well, I'm excited.
So, we got some armored sisters with cloaks.
Cloaks are pretty base. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good art. That's some good art. But
Alrighty, what do we
okay,
think it
what's it
does?
telling me? Okay, so I see the Narkethium on the gauntlet there. It's not actually a Narkethium, but I'm assuming that's supposed to be a Narkethium on their left hand.
It might be a flamer.
Oh, maybe a hand flamer, like a gauntlet flamer. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, are these just Death Guard Terminators? No, anyways. Um I do see the bulky armor. It immediately makes me think of the chaplain coming out as a battle
Yeah,
sister.
it does have the
Uh
same armor style too.
It does. It does. But I see the sword, and that's a Palatine sword. That's a Palatine sword in the hand right there. So I'm already a little iffy on the art because I can't tell exactly what's going on in the picture, but the art is phenomenal and they did do a great job. So I think if it comes down to art, just right now, I'm gonna give it a 2. And if I start to piece things together from the data sheet, I might bump it up back to a 3.
Alrighty, let's see what we're looking at. Celestian Vanguard.
The Celestian. Oh,
While you
Ebon
guys look at
Chalice
that, I'm
Rep.
going to.
Oh wow, look at this. Vanguard Vulcan. Okay, so let's start off. Oh, it's T4 2 wins.
By the way, you can click it again. There's another
Oh.
datasheet for that one,
Oh.
right?
No, that's Comet's.
Oh, then I forgot to put it in. I'm so sorry. Let
Uh-oh.
me send you the other one.
Okay.
No.
It just has the point and the points.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the points.
How
Okay,
much
then
how much
just
are the
tell us the
points? We can
points.
just.
We don't. Yeah.
So it's for 5 it's 120 and for 10 it's 240.
Okay, that feels pretty good actually, points wise.
I'm sorry. What's the points?
120 for 5 and 240 for 10.
Okay, that's pretty good. That seems like a safe number. They're mounted, by the way, so I'm assuming they're on bikes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, I realized. Oh guys, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I
They're
messed up.
mounted.
Uh-oh. That's the other. He sent 2 of them. That's the wrong one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is this the wait, is this the wrong data sheet or is it
It
just the wrong image?
Wrong datasheet.
Oh
I did a
no!
oopsie. It was 3 a.m. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Can't can't believe this. Okay, so
The
this is the
production
real
has
one,
been
right?
down.
Oh, okay,
The
hold
image
on.
is at least the real one.
Yeah, they are supposed to be exterminator squads, right? Comet is DMing me.
Exterminators. Give me 1 second while
Yeah.
I remedy this.
It was going so well.
Plus image ext okay browse. Give me like 5 milliseconds.
Primal, what's the
There we
highest
go.
score that a datasheet has so far?
Alrighty.
Oof, that's hard to beat. That's hard
Is
to
it
beat.
happy?
Okay, Exterminator Squad. Okay. Flamers. So they obviously read my message. Pistol
Exterminator
flamers
Great Blades.
with a blessed power weapon. Okay, but do we know how many are in the unit? Which one's
Yeah,
it with?
so
It's 120 for 5.
and for each 5 models, one of them can have the Great Blade.
The Great Blade. At beginning of phase, this unit is on an objective marker. Worsen the AP of all attacks allocated to models in this unit by 1, and models in this unit have a 5 up. So they're a Norn. They're a Norn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also for the Flamers, only 2 of them can have them.
Okay.
Right? Maybe.
Okay, so for balance, I'm gonna have to give this.
Oh no, it's for each 5, 2 of them can have a Flamer. So you got
Okay.
4 in total.
So for balance, I'm gonna say for models it's 5 and then 10. So
Yeah.
it's a 5 and 10 squad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give a 4 for balance. I think you can make them cheaper, and it's
Oh,
fine.
really?
Yeah. Oh, I guess they're also T4 wound too.
Yeah, they're
Um.
basically Terminators.
I think they're okay for their price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
so
just think
too.
they're okay.
I like them because it's something you can throw in a point and don't worry about it too much. Besides Sacrosanct.
Well, from what we know, there's no leaders on this that you can take. It doesn't have deep strike. It doesn't. It's 5-inch movement. That's already pretty iffy.
Yeah, they are super super
Um.
tough to shift though,
They are very tough to shift. You throw these in an immolator, and you're golden.
because as Primal points out, 2 up, 4 up, 2 wounds, 5 up, feel no pain, worsen AP by 1. That objective is yours. The points aren't currently there. They are 120 points for 5 or 240 for 10. Oh wait, can these be led by anything? I don't I don't think so.
That's what I was saying. Like, I didn't see any. Like, I don't know if we have any leaders on this because I've changed
No.
this unit a lot.
I don't think so because I think because their armor class is different. Um, they're in the artificer armor.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
they can't
And they
be.
would need an Canoness and Artificer armor to lead them.
Yeah, someone should
Like
have made a
Space
Canoness and
Marine.
artificer armor. Um, I think for balance, I'm gonna give them a. I'm gonna give them a
The
4.
points are off screen.
Yeah, points are off screen. Sorry. Um,
I
I
told you guys
am
it would be
I
tough.
am gonna
messing
have
with
to give
stuff
this a
inside of
4.
TTS or not TTS.
I think they just went a little too careful on it. It's okay. I don't see myself playing this in anything though is the problem.
I'd
It
bring like
doesn't
a
feel a
squad.
niche.
I think a squad
Yeah,
to help
I
hold
would
my
probably
natural.
do one squad.
Or actually, no, they'd be pretty good just to be annoying on my opponent's natural.
So
They're a
here's what I
good
actually
taunt
want these to
unit
be like.
though, right?
I I was wishing this would be a Crusader squad.
Mm.
Oh,
Well, they
Like you take
almost
him
do
in
that.
like a pair of two. That's what I'm looking like. T4, 2 wounds, 2+4+. That's already what Crusaders are. I just wish it was 2 guys
To
with
make it
this
cheaper.
ability still to make it cheaper. Yeah, and then it can lead a like a palatine can lead them or a
Or do
Caness can lead them.
like a 3 and a 6.
Yeah, like a 3 and a 6, like our Victrix.
three and
Like
a
make them
six
Art
would be
Victrix.
better, I think.
Are Crusaders T4? I don't remember.
I don't. It's been too long.
They're legends,
Are they?
so who knows actually. I'm pretty sure they're T4.
I know they
They're
have like
also wound 2.
No, Crusaders are 6 move, 3 toughness, 3 up save, 2 wounds,
Oh,
4 up involved.
well then yeah, just like I feel like for 120 points, these would be pretty good as a T4 2 wound Crusader squad, and then they have shields and yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this squad. I don't see myself running it too much. I feel like Celestia and Sacrosants already fill the niche of being annoying on an objective, and then
mhm.
the powerful weapons is kind of taken by the Celestian and Sidians, you know? I
I
do
do
This is
think they
say
claim it though.
something.
30 attacks at 5/2/2 though.
Yeah.
That is something else.
Also, it's something that you can
Yeah.
always taunt with, and they probably won't die.
Mhm.
I'm aware of the drip. I'm aware. I mean, Insidians have drip. Let's be honest here. They both got drip.
Okay. That finishes out at a 4 for a balance for me personally.
Yeah, I will give it
I'm
a
gonna throw
4
a
as
four at
well.
it. I'm gonna throw a 4 at it. And then
Alrighty.
for lore, Exterminator Squad. What do we think? Does this feel like Exterminators?
I mean, 30 attacks
like-
at 5/2/2 feels like it'll exterminate quite a lot.
See,
It's a
I'm
buff for
looking at
Sister
this.
of Battle.
I'm looking at the
Basically.
art, and I'm like, this feels like a Blade Guard.
Yeah,
I was even thinking
their
Sword
melee is
Brethren.
identical almost.
So I just don't know if like Exterminator, the name fits, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can see it.
I would imagine this is like a highly trained like melee unit of sisters that can wield very powerful weapons, and they're super elite. So obviously they come from the Ebon Chalice. Maybe if they had the Celestian keyword, I could leave the squad a little bit more.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna go a 3
Um,
for lore personally. I think for them all to have a 4 up, they'd all have to have a Rosarius, and for there to be a maximum of 30 on the field
Yeah.
at a time, 30 Rosariuses in one place feels
that's
too many.
that's that's also it. It's like this has to be Evan Chalice for how common like this would have to be like in numbers, you know? For like
Hmm.
how common it is. It would have to
Even
be Evan Chalice.
then, even in Avenger, not sure.
So I don't play Ebon Chalice, but I know a lot about Ebon Chalice because my custom order, which we have the art for, is a descendant chapter of the Ebon Chalice.
The Cup of Doom.
The Cup of Doom.
I think for Lo, it's a 2 for me. Even in Eben Challenge, I now that Saber pointed it out, having
Much love,
30
Primal.
of them kind
Yeah, I think if they were
doesn't feel right.
more limited in size and how many you could take, they'd feel more
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
reasonable.
needs
really
to be.
like the 6 max idea, 3 or 6.
Yeah, I think if it was like Bitrix, where you could take 3 or 6, it would feel a lot more appropriate for the lore, for the points that they cost, and then if they were able to be like bodyguards, it would be mwah, chef's kiss, perfect.
All
But
right.
it's not. It's just way too common for what it
Yeah,
offers. So fun. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. This is a broken unit. Of course, it's gonna be fun to play.
I don't think it's that broken. It's good, but I don't think
Yeah,
it's that
it's we've seen worse things today,
We see the Land Raider with Deep Strike.
good.
and the Flamer Paragons.
I
Lore,
think
it's
for
a 3
fun,
for me.
I'm gonna give it a 4 because I have a feeling that building these models is actually going to be very easy, and so you wouldn't feel bad about building a bunch of them to run.
I think for me, when it comes to fun, I'm gonna give it a 4, not for the gameplay, but imagine the kit bashing, dude.
It would have
Oh,
hella kit bashing.
the kit bashing potential.
For
I'm gonna
me,
give it a 3 for art as well. I think
for me, it's a 4 for fun,
4 for fun.
and yes, a 3 for art. Like the the first time I saw that picture, I knew it was like a Termi type thingy.
Yeah, I'm still gonna give it a 2 on the art. I mean, I look at this and I just don't see Exterminator in the way that I do, and I see
Yeah, the
Insidians.
name was kind of weird.
It has to be 3. It's way too high effort. It is a lot of effort.
Well,
Beautiful,
if we
beautiful
rate it,
drawing though.
I don't want to rate the art based on
On
the
skill.
skill shown. I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
rate the art based on the intention behind it because
Hmm.
yeah, this isn't a drawing contest. This is a custom unit contest.
Also very true. Alrighty. So let me pull up some of. Oops.
Now we
Let me
get
close this one.
Ash. Ash's unit. That's the
oh yeah, we
last
can do
one.
Ash.
All right. So here is the data sheet for Ash. Give me 1 second. I have to like manually pull up all of these.
Look at that thing. She took a screenshot and with the zoom.
Um, so here
Oh, I
is the
see it
Also,
now.
image provided. Published in the image first.
I need
Ash.
to
She's
shout
Why is
out.
it plural?
It's
Ash.
not
Why
from
is it
Ash,
plural?
of course. It's from someone named CG Beckman,
okay.
and Ash just
Yep.
stole it. Let's be
Shout out
honest.
to them for this artwork. So
Thank
we
you,
cannot
guys.
rate your artwork unfortunately because well I guess we can rate it like, at least like a 1.
It gives us an
Again,
idea of
it's
It
what it
not
gives
would
based off
look
of
like.
skill. It's based off of intention here.
true it
So
is off of intention. And then I need to bring I think there's one more image. Give me a
this unit
second.
can be led by the following units: Cataness, Saint Celestine,
Wait,
Morven
Marvin?
Val. Morven Val can lead this unit, guys.
Why
Keep
can
that in mind.
Marvin lead this one, Ash?
Because Morven likes the lesbian split.
Oh wait, hold on. The keyword's already there. I don't need the keywords.
This thing is infantry, grenades, Imperium, Celestian, I'm assuming, and then jump packs. Characters. This is a character? This is a character. And it
Wait,
can be
is it
led?
character? It is a character.
This is a little bit silly, guys.
Okay.
It's the
Because
leader.
already
I thought it
ballads, this
like
thing
a...
is going to be in the dog water. Um,
So you can have... Wait, Ash.
you said you can have 3 mans of this. Are they 3-man character or 1 man? Is that what?
Yeah, I think it's like you can take it as like a 3-man squad.
I'm gonna make this a lot bigger so I can read it from my angle
Okay,
because
so I don't. I'm gonna be so honest, guys. I don't even have to read the rules to know how this is gonna go. One, it can be led by Morgan Ball, and it's already a character. Two, it's a single character that can be taken as three, and three has the character keyword, so you can get divine intervention.
Also, you can rest them with Celestine.
so it's got the Ardent Spear of the Faithful, which is an auto hitting 7/3/3 flamer. Which
Okay,
is
okay, let's look at this. Unit composition, one state potentia, and then if it's the three state potentias, every model is equipped with a bolt pistol and a blessed sphere of the faithful. Any number of models can have their blessed sphere of the faithful for a blessed anointed halberd, and any of them can have their bolt pistol replaced for a plasma pistol. So, huh. And then the ardent spear. Okay, but no one can take the ardent spear. Oh wait,
I
no,
think
that's the
Blessed
thing.
Spear is
It's the
supposed to
blessed
be.
sphere. I see. I see. It's meant to be like the ardent blade.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, let's read the
Born of
abilities.
a
While this
Saint.
unit is led by a canoness, Saint Celestine, or Celestian Sacrosanct Aveline, each time this unit makes a
Oh
melee
god.
attack, add 1 to the wound roll. So that's
What?
Vol. That's Vol's ability.
One
Okay, let's
second.
get that out of
These
the way.
guys don't need Celestine to go back to resurrect. They
The
have it
Born
already.
of a Saint.
Sound the small is destroyed. All these 6 on 5. Set that Celestine model. Oh, you know what? This is probably pulled from Celestine's datasheet. That's supposed to be Saint
Yeah.
Potentium model. Okay, okay. It was done pretty close. Vol is real hits
Set
and
that
wounds.
model
Yes.
at kill.
The +1 to wound is priest.
After a model of this unit has triggered the Born of a Saint ability, they get the ardent versions of their. Oh! So they
Oh.
had to
Cool.
be revived to get the
But
ardent
that's actually
spear.
the coolest part
Actually I
about
fuck
it.
with that. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. That is
That's
super
kind of
cool.
cool.
Um,
That's really cool,
okay.
actually.
So for
Right, I'm thinking of like Paragon War suits whenever I say Vol for some reason. No, it's the other way around. Notably, this three of these is the exact same points as a Paragon War suit unit, so
they're only 2 wounds a base though. They're 2 wounds a base.
that's
I see
true.
3 though. They flip objectives very easily.
That's true. Yeah, you just bring 3 of them. That's 9 OC.
Also, these are infantry, so funnily enough, these are suits that can peek through a wall, while Vol
Oh
stays
god.
behind in precision cover.
True. That is strange. They can be led by Vol, but that means they have the vehicle keyword, which means they're dangerous to other problems. For balance, I'm gonna give this a.
Well, guys, let's look at the weapons first, right? We haven't even looked at the weapons.
True. 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 True.
Sure.
Six.
So,
Okay.
so they
Before
don't get
being
the
modern.
ardent. They don't get the ardent weapons.
I
So
just
they don't
noticed they
have
have a
those
full no
weapons.
pain.
They do have a feel. They have a 4-up feel no pain. So they
Isn't that
do
kinda...
have
2 wounds though. 2 wounds.
Yeah, but you want them to die, right?
kind of
True.
sort of.
I guess that's why you
And
bring
if
like
they
3 of them for the best chance to proc the 5 up.
so here's the weird thing, right? Because this is an active unit, like this is your active unit when it dies. If it dies on your turn and you're in Hallowed Martyrs, you can choose whether you do the Born of the Saints ability first or the Divine Intervention. But if it dies on your opponent's turn, your opponent chooses which happens first.
Also, I'm pretty sure you always run them with Saint Celestine to guarantee that they come back up.
It's a typo, I
That's
think.
true.
What happens if you put an enhancement on them? Do you get through suffering strength on all of them? Okay, hold on. What's the wording on through
Wait
suffering
one
strength?
second.
Okay, guys, I think for a balance, we gotta give this one one.
Yeah, it's
This
a 1.
Unfortunately,
is too
unfortunately.
convoluted.
Like, the Living Saint ability is the funnest. Like, it's the best part of the datasheet.
I think that
Right.
is like super good. Like fluff wise, I think that's a super fun stylistic choice. Um,
So, lore.
uh, if they could not be led by anything, I think
Yeah.
the lore would be closer to a 3 or a 4.
Because they can be led.
I have to give the lore
Why can't
a 1.
why can Evelyn lead them? I just noticed.
Yeah, Aveline, the
Does
random
Aveline have
celestian
the leader
sacrifice.
keyword? I don't think she does.
No,
She
no, no.
cannot
They only have
lead.
one
She's
up.
a lone up character.
It targets the bearer's melee weapons. It is hard to
Okay.
balance the idea of a living saint. Very true, very true, very true. Unfortunately, that does mean that its balance suffers regardless. For lore, I think I'm gonna go with a 2.
I gotta give it a 1. I think so. The only reason that I'm giving this a 1 is this allows you to take 9 Saint Potentias on the battlefield.
Yeah.
A saint is not that common.
No.
It's rare if you even get 1 in a battle, and you're getting 9 here plus Saint Celestine.
Yeah, I'm also giving it a 1 for lore. This
Yeah.
is actually fun. This is the only data sheet that I didn't know beforehand.
I think for fun, I'm gonna give it a 5, honestly.
Are they?
Okay.
They are. I'm running 9 of them.
For-
I use them like Sandguard basically.
For fun, I would also give them a 5. If
Yeah, it's a
not
5.
for anything else, it's because I think having your weapons change when you revive is so
That is so cool.
awesome as a concept.
love that
That
ability.
is so cool.
For art,
Well, the art itself is great, but it's stolen.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give it.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna give it a.
I'm gonna
Like-
give it a 1. I'm gonna give the art
Yeah,
a 1.
it's a 1.
Yeah. There was effort, but unfortunately it is stolen. I think we would have liked a stick figure drawing more, personally.
Do you really want to spend 630 points on 9 of these? I think it would be silly. But it's like lore-wise, like you shouldn't be seeing that many saints in the battlefield, let alone like 3, like 9, let alone 3. I know that there's Saint Potentias, but I mean,
You can
Saint
use the miracle
Potentia-
dice for the comeback as well.
wait, what? Can you?
And it doesn't count towards an act of faith because it's not an act of faith.
Wait, where does it say that you can use it? A miracle dice can be used?
If you have 5s in pocket,
Oh my god.
you bring Kathy for auto 6s, and then you just make a bunch of living saints who all have ardent spears of the faithful with 6 attacks on 2s at 733. Dev wounds.
Okay. Another reason why it's like I understand they're not saints, but like a Saint Potentia is also very rare. You should.
Yeah.
No, that's why there's
there
only,
should only
one,
ever be one.
in Crusade
Yeah.
that you can take. But it
And
still
even
it
then,
still
that
wins out
still-
on
that
fun
still
for me.
breaks the lore. Oh yeah, fun. This is stupid. I love the weapon change. I think that's so cool, and
Yeah.
I think it's a good change. So you can use the dice for the resurrection because it's miracle dice. You know, that's what it represents.
Yeah, Ash, I would make this like a single model epic hero, pump up its wounds more, give it like 6 wounds, make it an epic hero, and like call it a day. And then I think it'd be like significantly more balanced. And then assuming you don't have it able to be led by anything.
Buffball, get out of here. Go get
Vol.
get.
Woo! Okay. Alright. Last but not least, all we have left are honorable mentions. So, which one would you like to go through first, Poppy?
Oh, I see the explanation for the name now. Oh, okay. For honorable mentions, I mean, let's save our
Or
darling
Hagio
host
on
for
them.
last. Let's go. Okay, let's do Lear because we already did Comet like not too long ago.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
Are we
So-
rating these, or are we just talking? Are we just
No, just
laughing?
talking about
just
it.
just for
I
shits and
really.
giggles.
So Lear's unit, the thing he did on TTS is actually very funny.
Here is the provided TTS combination from Lear.
So I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's Age of Sigmar elf
Is that a
ballista.
ballista?
It's a ballista.
Yeah,
I love how they don't even put it on a base. They just put the models there.
Hey, they don't need a base. They don't need a base.
I think
Right.
All
The
right.
random flying baby.
Yeah, ballista and
yeah.
baby. That sounds like a metal band. I'm not gonna lie. Ballista and baby. Or like a really shitty like goth band. Okay. Data
I
sheet.
was really torn between like this unit and the one that we actually put, but I like the other datasheet better.
Already. The Condemner Ballista.
Oh, I feel like I remember seeing this in the chat. Okay. No AP on the wait, what? Okay, there has to be a rule for that. So this is a 4-inch movement, 5 toughness, 6 wound model with a 3 up, 6 up, 7 plus leadership, Azakin, and 2. For one model, it's 55 points. For 2 takes of this, it's 100 points. And it says once per game in your shooting phase, after this unit has shot, one model in this unit can immediately shoot with one of its ranged weapons. So double shoot is something we don't have yet. And that's pretty
Thank you
cool.
for the Budinya, Ash.
Each time an attack with the model's Condemner Bolt Thrower targets a Psyker unit, each successful unmodified hit roll inflicts mortal wounds equal to weapon's damage characteristics and the attack sequence ends. So it just auto hits.
It auto kills.
It auto kills, yeah. Models equipped with this weapon have move characteristics of 3 inches until the weapon has been shot. Each successful wound with this model's Condemner Bolt Thrower Lux Congrit is a critical wound.
That's
Oh,
why
so
it
that's
has no
why it
AP.
doesn't have AP.
Because it's got dev wounds.
Yeah.
It just does
Oh,
6
so it just
damage.
kills.
It does not care. Hits on 4s though.
Hits on 4s, so you're gonna miss because it's just how it works.
I do like the melee for this unit.
Silver Spade.
The melee? Oh yeah.
What? How does that even? Huh? I guess I just carry a stake. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're shooting. The stakes, the
Oh
Condemner
my
Bolt
god,
Thrower
they
stakes.
just pick up the stakes. That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. Okay, so we don't really need to rate this for all the other things, but I do think this would be a very funny unit to run. If nothing else, it's a ballista. I love the idea of sisters
Yeah, I
having
love the
condemner
idea.
ballistas. The fact that we don't have a condemner to ballista in any capacity is kind of crazy.
I mean, I'm looking at this data sheet and I'm just like, this isn't actually all that unbalanced.
No,
No,
This
it's
this
pretty
could, this
balanced.
could be a real unit. Like, it's not that far fetched.
it's just really funny because everything hits on 4s. So like it's you'll either hit everything and just kill a psyker, or you'll just whiff and nothing happens.
Unless, of course, you're in Hollowed Martyrs.
Well, you can't re-roll the hit roll for ranged attacks.
What? You get for the hits
No,
for ranged attacks?
melee only.
It's melee only.
Wait, what are you talking about? No. I mean, like you.
Oh,
You
the
hit
plus
this
one.
too. Yeah, and then it gets +1 to hit.
Oh yeah.
No, because never gets +1
Wait,
to 1, but
you're
does
so
need it.
right. It has precision. That's stupid. I've been asking for a sister sniper unit, and here it is.
You do kill every character. Yeah, It's a 3. All you gotta do is just use the javelin, damage 3. You just kind of say, you don't get a character today, because it's also got anti-infantry 3 up.
Okay, so let's be real. The only downside of this unit is that it doesn't interact with Miracle Dice at all.
I mean, dev wounds. You use it on the Lux. You play it in Army of Faith. Burn a 4 to hit, and burn like a 3 to just do
Wait.
6 damage.
What do you mean? Any successful wound with that thing is a dev wound on the Lux.
Yeah, you just gotta just succeed on the
Yeah.
wound roll. So you just burn a 3 on the dice to wound,
That's true. Okay, I guess I can see that.
and then you just do 6 damage. You turn a 3 into a 6 basically, once per game. I guess twice per
Okay.
game if you bring 2 of them, because they get 2 if you bring 2.
Yeah.
No,
Oh wait, only one. Only one. Okay.
yeah, only one of them. Which is probably why it gets 10 points cheaper if you want to.
Yeah. Because the second one only gets the javelin.
I love the
So
idea that single weapon is only worth 10 points.
it's a one-shot weapon.
It is a one-shot weapon, that's true. Okay,
You
that's a
send the
silly
Lux at
unit.
a psyker and it kills the idiot. It does just kill the idiot.
Very funny versus Magnus.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Magnus,
Or
catch
or
this,
any
stupid.
of the like the disc sorcerers. You just burn a 4 to hit
Oh,
and go bye bye, and they're dead.
I'm not sure. Are the Dreadnoughts from Grey Knights Psychers also? They
Oh
are,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. All Grey Knights units are psychers, I think.
Oh yeah, goodbye to the Grand Captain.
Well, at that point you have
Assuming
Insidious,
that they
but
don't have
let me go
the
calling for a
stupidly
Condemned Ballista. So
strong.
I love the idea, and I hope it makes it in some form or another. I do really wish we could get a Condemned Ballista in some form. Um,
Like, just give a
Yeah.
rhino the ability to shoot one, you know?
that's later.
Oh, I see.
Overall, very
Okay,
very fun list.
Yeah, very fun unit.
All right, Poppy. Do you want to see mine or Comets?
comments. We gotta save yours for
Well,
last.
Saving mine for
I hope
last.
Comets is not broken again.
All
Because,
right.
Oh,
Here is the Vanguard.
yeah, but these ones are. Oh, these ones are right. I just messed up the other one.
That's okay. Here we have our mounted ladies on horses.
on horses.
Are they horses? I don't know. It doesn't say.
Horses.
They and
It doesn't say if it's
Comet
horses or
did
not.
tell me he expected dorsers, kind of like the cavalry
The
from
guard
Guard.
units.
Yeah.
I've always said I feel like
I
would want
wanted the
bike
mechanical.
units
I wanted
more than
bikes
horse
or
girls.
yeah.
Rolling up on like some like bikes, like a biker gang would be so fire. Hikey. Okay.
See, that's just because I like white spurs. So, I mean, I would love a bike dedicated attachment for sisters.
Like if
It'd be
it's
nice to have
a
bikes.
horse, I would prefer it to be like a mechanical horse.
Oh, but I think an app
Okay,
is
they do
happening.
have power lances.
They do power lances. No melted tip. But they do have
No melted tip.
lances. 3 attacks at
No
622.
tip. Oh, ads.
Yeah, I was right. I
Oh.
saw a notification that pre-roll was turned off, and I was like, oh, an ad's probably happening right now. You hate Warhammer bikes; they are too thick. I was about to say something about how
Well,
much I like that.
on sisters, they could be like, have you seen the Gene Stealer cult bikes? Like the Jackal bikes? They're
Yeah.
super good. Like, they're very easy to move around with.
Also,
Yeah, they're
the
dirt bikes.
Chaos Space Marine bikes are also smaller compared to the normal Space Marines ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they got Vanguard bolt guns, which is an 18-inch bolt gun with guaranteed 2 shots, which is nice, and then hand flamers. When selected to fight, reroll hit rolls of 1 or wound rolls of 1. So the aspect warrior thing. When this makes
Yeah.
pylon, it can move 6. So 6 free 6-inch pylon consolidate. So it doesn't need champions to get moving. Honestly, I think this detachment might go crazy in like Army of Faith for AP. To really
Yeah.
get those lances violent, or in Hallowed Martyrs for full hit rerolls, and then you take wound rerolls of 1 because you have lance, so you wound most infantry on like 2s.
Yeah. You don't need to play this in Champions of Faith because the detachment, like the stratagem you want for this unit is already on the unit. Like, you don't need to play it in Champions of Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
And I
love
honestly
them.
think this is the best way that you can give sisters a T4 2-wound unit. Put them on bites. Because
Yeah.
that's
I
just how you do it.
With Comets, because we don't have any leaders for them, I didn't feel like it was too much to give them these abilities, right?
true, they don't have any.
Because
yeah,
they
there's no
cannot
leaders.
benefit from anything else.
I mean, imagine how cool it'd be if a jump pack
Frey
canoness
for
could lead them.
lethals.
Frey could lead them,
Oh.
technically.
Give them lethals. No,
Finally,
I think it's
guys,
also
another
interesting.
Frey unit.
Sorry, good.
Sorry, finally, guys, another Frey unit.
Another Frey unit, yeah. Not even penitent. For every 3 models in the unit, 1 Vanguard will replace their bolt gun with a hand flamer. Interesting. For a 10 unit. I mean, I'm not upset with it. That basically just allows it to have 3 hand flamers.
Wait, this is a unit. This is a 10 unit?
It's a 10 unit. 5 to 10.
Yeah, 5 or 10.
See, I was looking at it like Space Marine Outriders.
Yeah,
This
3 or
thing can be
6.
taken in 10s? Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare to move. Oh, this is gonna be.
That's
It's
why I think
Thunderwolf.
that's why you have to bring like
Yeah, it's
5. You can't
Thunderwolf
do 10.
Stuff, right?
No,
They're not all
Thunderwolf
getting into
Not
stuff.
melee.
10.
I think it's interesting that all of the weapons that they have equipped with, they have the lance and the power weapon. So, but the power weapon isn't extra attacks. So you can either have 4 attacks at 521 sustained, or 3 attacks lance at 622. So
Oh,
that
okay.
means
And Comet just messaged me. He said they were supposed to be 3-6. He just forgot to change it.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes more sense.
okay,
That makes
okay,
more
3
sense.
6 makes a lot more sense for 100. Yeah, 40 points a base. That feels pretty good for the profile we get.
Also,
Yeah,
building
I don't know.
them is
I think if
probably
these
very
things were on
funny.
bikes,
I know
I
this
think if
unit
these
would be
things were
so
on
peak
bikes,
primal. You're so right.
yeah.
Ooh, you could also probably have another variant with shields. You're right, primal. That'd actually be kind of fire. Take away their power weapon and only give them like lance and a shield.
And
Just
they go
ram-
And then
to
if
ram
like
it's
them
on a
three
into it.
ones.
bicycle, you can put the lance on the bike, like as a spearhead.
True, you can. Yeah. Overall, I think this is a very funny unit too. I think it'd be a lot of fun to run, honestly.
Yeah.
Sister's bikes are so good.
I was very torn between this one and the other datasheet, but
Uh-huh.
only the other one had a picture.
Yeah, that's fair. This one doesn't have one, and having the picture is extra brownie points for the actual rating itself.
Well, good news for you, Storm, is that if you watch this video back, you're literally the
The
first
very
one.
first
So
one. Yeah, we spent like
yeah,
20
you're the
minutes
very,
on
very
yours, I
first
think.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last and finally, we have the one that I made for shits and giggles. So, the drawings in MS Paint. Beautiful, right?
We love
They are
MS Paint
so big.
drawings.
You can tell which one I like more because I put more effort into the one with on the bottom.
We love the pink plasma flare. We love the pink flames. Not sure how that's happening, but oh yeah.
That's how all my models are painted. I painted these in the color scheme of my order.
I think the top one is a ballista. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
Yup.
A ballista with flamers on it.
And then we have the bottom one. What was my nickname
Which is a
in
plasma cannon. Is that a thermal spear?
Here is the data sheet. So, it's a little bit silly.
Okay, still T10. Keeping it respectable. Ooh, 5 up invuln. Careful. People are gonna yell at you, dude.
Only 9 wounds though.
Yeah, but 5 up invuln. Don't you know that sisters can just make a 5 out of anywhere?
It's
During
180
the shooting
points.
phase, when this unit targets an enemy monster or vehicle unit, finally, you may ignore any roll modifiers, this unit's hit roll, wound roll, and or damage roll for weapons targeting that unit. This model can be equipped with 1 Hunter Killer missile, of course. This model's Confessor Stake Launcher can be replaced with 1 Twin Confessor Melta Cannon, and then 2 of this model's Heavy Bolters can be replaced with either 2 Heavy Flamers, let's fucking go, or 2 Multi-Meltas. Okay, immediately, I love it. I love it so much. This is literally just what Sisters needs, and GW is too afraid to make it for us.
They're too much of a coward.
They're too.
Oh, the
Wait, I didn't
skull.
read the fucking-
There originally it did have a bracket, but it doesn't have a bracket because it's only 9 wounds.
I didn't read the guns. Confessor, Stake Launcher, 60 attacks, 60 inch range, 3 attacks, 2 plus, strength 8, bonus 1 AP, 4 damage each, with anti-monster and anti-vehicle 3 up and dev wounds.
It consistently kills almost everyone. Remove
That's
the
silly.
skull. No,
It
I'm too
kills,
lazy to
it
remove the
kills
skull.
land raiders. That's so silly.
Not quite. Not
and-
all the way. It only does 12 out of the 16 wounds.
30-inch twin Confessor Melta Cannon, huh?
Yeah. I'm a big Melta
Twin link.
enthusiast.
Melta 6.
Blast and
Oh,
Twin
you're-
Link.
GW would never give this to
No,
us.
they're
They-
never gonna give it to us, but it
They
was
hate us too
fun to make
much.
a big profile.
Strength 14. Is this just a thermal spear?
It is with way more range and Melta 6. And
That's what I thought, because I thought a thermal spear was like 18 inches. Or is it 24?
24.
Okay, yeah. And Melta 6, of course we have Melta 6. We're the Holy Trinity army. Why isn't our Melta better?
Exactly. See? That's what I thought.
Okay, I think this is good. This is honestly one of the very few units that I actually want from GW. It's just an actual tank that's made to kill tanks. It would solve
Yeah.
so many of our issues.
It's got slightly better deadly demise too.
Why twin links with strength 14? Better question is why not?
Because it's got 2 barrels. Look at it.
Yeah, 2 barrels. That's how it's designed. Can't you see it? Would you rather this thing have 2 of this instead of twin link?
Actually, that'd be better.
I would.
That would be better. But twin linked
Like,
makes it more not as oppressive.
the only thing I might change from the datasheet is make the Confessor Stake Launcher BS3.
Because you already ignore smoke.
Anyway.
That's
So-
true.
The main reason it hits on 2s, my thought behind it is because its damage potential is far lower than the Melta cannons. Because
That's
with
fair, yeah.
Army of Faith, 2 6s in pocket, 24 damage at 15 inches, not to mention the other multi-meltas you have.
Yeah. And you already
so-
know everyone's gonna base this unit as if you have 6s in store for it at all
Yeah.
times.
Mhm. Yeah, no, this is a very
Oh, and then of course, the Hunter Killer,
yes,
which
yeah, you
is
have to have
the most important weapon here.
it. No, this is a very Army of Faith tank. It would
is.
go crazy in Army of Faith. You're just too much of a
I mean,
coward to let
it
it
would
shoot
just
twice.
already be good. It would it goes in everything because of the Melta cannon. Because imagine that in Hollowed Martyrs hitting on 2s.
That would go crazy.
Oof. Oof. Also the Deadly Demise. Can we talk about the Deadly Demise real quick? D3+1? Hell yeah.
You might actually kill 2 whole Marines. I should have made the Hunter Killer on this one better, just for lulz. I think that would have been really, really funny.
It's so funny because on first glance, the Hunter Killer is better because it hits on a 2.
It never eats, though. It's such a lie.
Shh. Don't tell people that. Don't tell people that. Give it sustained hits with Champions of Faith.
Give it littles with Freya.
Give it
Give it
lethals
lethals
with
with
Frey.
Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking.
No,
Who
but that
needs
hurts the
twin
stake
link?
launcher. If you're taking the Melta Cannon and the multi-meltas, though, that absolutely.
I didn't even realize the Melta cannon has blast.
Well, it has blast to stop you from shooting into melee with it.
Okay, okay, so it's a
That's fair.
downside.
Yeah, I mean it'd be funny to shoot into
Terminators.
Terminators, yeah, and just they make the 4-up invuln and nothing happens.
Sister's experience. Shoots into the lion. Makes both 3-up
Sustained it
saves.
with Champions of Faith.
Well, at that point, he's a monster. You shoot the Confessor Stake Launcher into him.
It's
Yeah.
true.
It's got 60
What's he
inches
gonna
of
do
range.
against that?
He can't do anything about
Right.
it.
Do you put these things into reserves with the stake
Yeah.
launcher and then just bring it in down the
You
firing
can do
lane?
that with the Melta Cannon. You have 30 inches of range.
Yeah, but the stake launcher.
You can go anywhere with the Stake Launcher. Ideally, you'd be within like 36, and you would take all heavy bolters and just vaporize something.
I do
How
like
big-
this. I think sisters need something like this.
Yeah.
Like
Is it
so
big
balanced?
do we mean?
No, it's not balanced, but it's fun. It's a fun thought. This could be scaled down easily and still be effective. Like 24-inch.
don't you know that GW can't give sisters anything that's fun? Like it has to be competitive and only competitive.
Real shit, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah? How big do you think it is? Is it like repulsor size?
No,
It's
it's
probably a rhino. It's a rhino.
it's a Rhino.
A rhino?
Yeah, look at it. It's a Rhino chassis.
Fair.
I literally used reference art of a castigator to draw it.
Okay.
I just pulled the one off my shelf, set it in front of me, and started drawing with my mouse and MS Paint.
I mean, it has to be a rhino. Like that's just like that's what all of our vehicles are. Anything that's not a rhino is a blessed vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. No, but this was a fun little sketch I did an evening or two ago. But yeah, I think that will wrap up the judging. In the TTS Discord, we'll go ahead and post a picture of all of the data sheets and let the community vote on a secondary one. Actually, do we have the final winner? Actually, we should end on that. Primal, who was the
I know
final winner?
Primal's been keeping track. I think Primal's the winner. I think they got the highest one. It's
Is
Primal,
Primal the
yeah.
winner?
Well, what did you guys all give Primal's unit? Because I gave Primal a total of
I
how many
need to
points
go
did I give
check.
Primal? 5, 10. I gave Primal 16 points.
I gave Primal
Very easy.
16 as well. The Melta Cannon did not have devs in the first edition. Only the Condemner Stake had devs.
Yeah, so if I gave it 16 and you gave it 16 and then Zeal gave it 16, that's 48.
Yeah,
Is that our highest?
That is our
probably.
highest. I gave Old Books 15 points. I gave Storm also 14 points. I gave Anami 14 points. Yeah, so it looks like Primal got like
Truly
they got it because of the
most.
16.
The only reasons Old Books didn't win was because there was no art.
Yeah,
We all
that's so
rated him
true because
very
Old
highly.
Books had a really, really good scoring on everything else.
We
Shut
all
up,
love
Storm.
the lore behind it.
It is funny though, because we basically had like two inputs of like suicidal penitent characters, like suicidal penitent
True.
models.
Yeah.
But they do different things though. They were not exactly the same. I was very surprised I didn't get like any repeat data sheets at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah, there was not a single repeat. That is
There was
impressive.
a lot of penitents. It really goes to show that I think penitents would be more popular if GW actually gave us reasons to play penitents.
Well, we also have our resident penitent enjoyers, which are not
That's
as
true.
not that common per se.
Yeah,
but
Primal is an uncommon like ecclesiarch enjoyer.
yeah, but I mean, yeah. But congratulations on Primal. For his reward, he gets 3 Sororitas takes that no one is allowed to argue with him about. So use them wisely.
Bragging rights.
Also, congrats on the 3-hour stream. That was
Yeah, that
three
that would
hours.
triple the distance or triple the time that
Yeah, we
I
thought
thought
we
we
would get this done in 1 hour.
But yeah, I honestly I would like to do something like this again at some point. That'd be a ton of fun. To do other challenges, with the community. Because I think it also does
Yeah.
a lot to just give the community A, content, and B, something to interact
Yeah.
with. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
come up with another fun reward, for the people. Um,
I also
But-
want to
sorry.
thank everyone that participated. I was expecting like 4 data sheets at most.
yeah, and we had what 12 people. That was really good.
Yeah, well,
Data sheets next time, or detachments next time. That could be good, especially in 11th when we have 1-point detachments, because you can make a small, quick, simple detachment in 11th, and we could have a bunch of those and rate those, and that'd be a ton of fun, especially going into 11th, maybe as like a huzzah for 11th kind of deal, because we
I
have the
would say
3 ones we
whoever
have been
makes a
doing.
Palatine one gets
A
an
Palatine
auto win.
detachment.
I just love my Palatines.
Hey, the
They're so
Palatine is
cool.
goated. I think I have 3 Palatines. Yeah, I have 3. 2 of them
Yeah,
are
I
kit
own
bashed.
4. 2 of them are kit bashed. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
come on, they're so good.
And I
such
told
a
you about it
Fight
before the
Resistance
stream started. I'm
player.
making another one that's going to be kit bashed. Palatine
Okay,
is
so
not
Storm said
overrated.
they're overrated, so I'm actually going to take points off of Storm's rating. And then I think we call it there, so I can't take back my decision.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming out and participating in the competition. I had a lot of fun. I'm sure Poppy and Zeal had a ton of fun, and I hope you guys all had a ton of fun. Any closing remarks from our 2 other guests?
Zeal, you go first.
I didn't think about it. I have no idea. Answer the
I
other
just-
thing, Poppy.
Put
I
you
just
on the
want to
spot.
say thank you for having me. Thank you for not spoiling any of these data sheets. It was truly a delight to have them all be a surprise. And the sister community is just so cool and so fun when we aren't doom posting. So let's just do more
Real
things like
shit,
this and
chat.
be more positive.
Yeah, this was a nice positive going into end of 10th, beginning of 11th. Anyways, unless Lear has anything else to add, I know I put him on the spot, made him a little bit nervous. That's okay, Lear. We still love you
You
anyways.
just called
You
me
mean
weird.
Zeal?
Or Lear, fuck.
Yeah, that's.
I was speaking
it.
I was
I'm
speaking
leaving.
with Lear on Thursday, on stream. That's my brain. I did not sleep well last night. I'm not gonna lie, Chief. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Zeal. Unless Zeal has anything
Again, I
else you
did-
would like to add. Thank you,
Thank
Louis.
everyone for participating.
I want to thank Saber for allowing us to use this platform, and Poppy for joining us.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Hopefully.
Live, laugh, love.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.